Hey guys, and welcome back to Evandale and Kill City Sinners. What's up, guys? It's been a couple of weeks, and everyone should be okay now. Eric, yeah, there we go. All right, get you in frame. Hey guys, how are we doing? It's been a little bit.
Pretty good.
Yeah, we're finally back. Alrighty. Well, let's get right into. Holy crap! They've already started on the hype train. They have already started on the hype train.
Holy shit! So in.
We love it.
Alrighty, now let us get right into this action for tonight. Quick little recap of some of the stuff that has happened in the past 8 sessions. This is now the 9th episode, and hopefully it's going to be pretty good. Lonely Tortoise with the 10 sub gift. Holy shit, thanks, man.
Oh, man.
Really appreciate that, buddy.
Seriously.
Holy fuck, man. That's just absolutely amazing. Alrighty, so here's what we have going on. In the past, we had our people come together. Dr. Faustus was an original member of the 4 Kill City Sinners. However, he, as a member of the dying, unfortunately succumbed to his augmentations and passed. As it turns out, though, his trusty assistant, Hacksaw, may have actually incorporated... Wow, you guys are amazing with these bit tosses. They're already at level 3, guys. Holy shit, that's fucking amazing. With that, Hacksaw, the trusty yet simple-minded assistant of the former doctor, may have actually received some of the doctor's own memories and spirits and knowledges. So we'll have to find out what happens with that. But the Sinners also discovered that there was a lab that had some stuff that might be able to assist Kode's mom, and in so doing, they also discovered a research scientist or something along those lines that seems to be in charge of some nasty stuff that's been going on. Also, an NPC that they had met in the past called Dietz, his information was getting increasingly unreliable, and then they discovered why. They're in his inside source to one of the corporations as a pharmaceutical contraband dealer apparently was neutralized. And due to the actions of the players in the last couple of sessions, he's finally back online. A variety of NPCs have been met, and tonight we begin with episode 9. Don't know where this is going to go. We never do. Of course, I try to have some stuff planned, but we'll see what happens. In the meantime, Sinners, the world is yours. You guys just ran out of a laboratory, and in so doing, your heartbeats are going, your muscles are sore. You had like UCU units, urban control units, hired a privatized police, chasing your shit down. Dietz managed to somehow, some way trigger an elevator to slam down, taking out 3 of them before you guys were able to escape, and then finally you did. Now that Kode's mom, I believe, Kode, your mom is all set now, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Now that Kode's mom is all repaired, we've also met someone new, Zephyr, who ended up joining us just last session. Sinners, I have a question to ask you. Now that Zephyr has been with you for maybe 2 hours and has helped you with some of the stuff, and you guys had some shared goals, what are your thoughts about all of that? Do you have any opinions on what has happened, and is Zephyr going to stick around?
So Kode, from Kode's perspective, this is just another runner, another sinner, kind of, that just joined the crew here by chance. It works with the people who pay us and give us jobs. So let's see where it goes.
Yeah, we really couldn't have done it without him, so I'd like him to stick around.
Well, you guys now have a decision to make. You've managed to escape outside of the lab and even outside of the grid, that section of the city that contains most of the corporations. Now that you're back in something of familiar territory, that is to say, not in Corporationville, where are you guys headed? What are you doing? The world is yours. Take it from here.
Just before we take the world from
Yes.
you, would you like me to roll my beginning of session move?
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Oh my god.
My object has a +2 hunger right now. I rolled a 5. You don't actually get to do anything with it.
God damn it!
Staying nice and quiet today. The way we like a sword to be.
Wow.
Wait, I'm sorry. The way we like a sword to be?
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you about it later.
By the way, I think, what is it, a 3 or 4 or 5 did they touch on? Manda?
It says we beat the last record.
A 5. Wow, no kidding. Holy crap. Alrighty, so here's the way that hype trains work on this channel. If they even touch on it, you guys get it. This is absolutely amazing. Holy crap. Thank you so much, guys. Wow, fucking amazing. So they each receive a +1, +2, +3, +4, and a +5 to any single roll that they wish. They can combine it if they really want to blow it out of the park in a move called Blow Your Load. The entire group also has essentially the same as an advantage. They can re-roll and take the better of the two results. The dice here are only 2d6, and I don't get to roll anything, so there's never a benefit for the NPCs. But instead, you guys can also, you don't have to send bits, you don't have to spend money. There's also channel points. So, and also, if you happen to type something in quotes, sometimes I'll look over in chat and then incorporate that as an NPC. So if you guys want to be a part of the story, by all means. Or if I bring up an NPC and I haven't yet described it, maybe you guys can, and I'll just simply use yours. So feel free to be a part of this tale. With you, the attached Zephyr. Are you all set?
Yes. Yes, I am all set.
Okay. You guys are out there on the streets of Killian City. Your heartbeats are still going high. Take it over.
Hey, Nan, can you give us some? Make sure we got some cover. Let's get another spot going on. I know you got like tricks and trays and all that. So
Yeah, absolutely.
away.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do is essentially, as he says that, I'm gonna tap into the side of my headpiece, and a little heads-up display unit comes over his eyes, kind of blink over into that red as he taps into his cyber brain. I want to try to once again cue myself into any local security camera to make sure that whatever path that Zephyr takes us down is clear beforehand. Kind of doing like a little scouting ahead.
You got it. Is there any particular move that you're using to do that, or no?
No, I'm just simply attempting to hack into, like, so whatever if you'd want me to roll like cyber brain or anything along those lines, I definitely will. But there's no particular skill that I'm trying to do.
No.
I'm not trying to tap into the veil.
That's fine. Okay, cool. Yeah, in tapping in, you kind of get a read that there is ping, 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 like 3 separate cameras left over. One of them is left over from prior corporation in that area. It's since moved out. It seems to be receiving a signal, but the question is whether or not it's going anywhere. That's going to be totally different. The other 2 cameras are receiving live feeds, and they can be going to anyone. You try to trace it down a little bit. Give me that cyber brain. And how are you feeling right now about all that?
Well, right now I'm feeling pretty good, being that Zephyr's kind of leading us on the way out. So, I know we were still pretty hyped, making our way down and out. So at this point, I feel pretty in control right now. Don't really feel at any type of loss.
All right, let's go with powerful. Thank you, Alex, for that. Appreciate it.
13.
Nice. Okay. Well, you are taking a look up there, and you see that the signals are going out to some like local people just like yourself. There's some others that are keeping tabs on the city. The sinners aren't, of course, the only ones just merely trying to survive. If anything, these cameras are much like any other in some of the more run-down areas. They want to keep an eye on UCU and not the opposite. In fact, UCU in this area has been relying mainly on drones, of which there's always at least one in view somewhere. But you guys managed to dodge in and out of alleys using Killian's or using Anand's intel. And you guys managed to get into a somewhat safe place away from corporate control.
All right, I think we're out of it. What, is everybody good? Are we hurt? I'm fucked up, and I hold up like my I hold up my face. I like gesture to my face, which is like kind of disgusting at this point.
It's been damaged.
It's probably like kind of like starting to close, but like that kind of like wet seepy kind of disgustingness. Would be real cool if Hacksaw was around, but are y'all good?
I'm feeling right as rain.
Well, good for you. He reaches down, holding his legs after basically kicking metal repeatedly for a little bit.
Hey, listen, it looks as if a lot of these cameras are going on some kind of a relay, so obviously other sinners are trying to look in, trying to maintain the UCU and make sure that the coast is clear. But with that being said, we don't necessarily have any corporal prying eyes on us. So if we're going to make a move, I say we just do it now, potentially maybe go back to the crib and get healed up by Hacksaw. You guys get yourself situated and maybe, kind of collect and see what the hell we're going to be doing next, especially being that now we got Zeph with us.
Like, that's actually what I was going to ask. You all are fine with me sticking around?
He's part of the last mission, right?
I mean, it's work, ain't it? I'm assuming they're paying you?
Oh, well, I mean, some is pay, some is personal. That fella up there, Dr. Hazer, well, he's got, quite a length of steel that I owe him, so...
That's mildly suggestive, but nah. You got history with him?
One of my associates was abducted for some off-the-books experimentation, and I have it on good authority it was Hazer that did it. So, yeah, we got some history.
Say less, he's a dirtbag to me, too. So I saw his ass, and he fucking vanished in front of me. I was like, yeah, you don't need that type of magic tech nonsense to be a scientist, so, yeah.
I'm sorry. You said I know there was that cat back there. You said Dr. Hazer. What do you happen to know his first name?
I don't know if I ever ran across it. He's kind of Prodigy's head research guy, though.
I'll do some research. Prodigy's head research. All right, you got it.
And not that it's any of our business, but associate, do you run with any factions we should know about? Conflict of interest kind of thing,
No particular factions. I kind of work through, where the work is good. I do have my own personal code I uphold. I don't take nothing too dirty, as it were. This is an individual. Name went by Thrill-X. He was a good contact. He, had his issues, but he worked for the people of the city. Hey. Listen, I'm not going to say he didn't didn't like ogging himself out and jacking himself up however he could, but those same kind of skills he was using to put out, immuno boosters and kind of all sorts of medicine and good for the community. So I'm really missing it.
All right. Well, I see I look at the others. I see no red flags. I'm cool with it.
No, I'm straight with that.
Anon, you are beginning to receive a signal. It comes through, and you recognize it being Dietz.
Hey, Dietz, come on in. It's Anon. Go for it.
Hey, guys. Alrighty. Coast is clear. Nothing is chasing you guys out. Chari's also been kind of feeding in, giving me some new intel. First off, I gotta say thank you so much for everything that you guys have done. I didn't even understand it. Our insider into the Corp, they got humped, and I just received news that they've been trying to send some... Wait a second. I got 4 signals that are receiving. The new guy. You can hear me. My name's Dietz.
Howdy, Dietz. I'm Zephyr.
You other 3, on these open comms, you trust him?
So far.
He's alright.
So far, so good.
We're not doing nothing too crazy, so.
Alright, fair. He left me some notes. I'm working on their decryption, but I'm back in on that corp. No insiders this time. Direct feed. We could thank Shari for that. She went in through the veil. Told me to pass this along to Anon.
Yeah.
She said you know how to do that too now. She kind of instructed you. So, I may end up calling out to you. owe you an obligation or two.
Hey, you already know what it is. Stay ready, don't gotta get ready. So whenever you need something, just let me know.
You got it, brother. Listen, I'm picking up on Haven. Your scan is showing that your heart rate is elevated and you got some activity going on. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fucked up, but I'm as right as rain as a couple of us here have indicated. I'd like to get back to medical attention. Same with Kode.
Yo, Deets, she needs more of a doctor than I do, at least to go out in public.
Okay, that's fair. Very fair.
Well, all right, Faust. The hacksaw.
Mm-hmm.
Want me to put a call out to him? Let him know that you're coming?
Yeah, definitely that. The kids will definitely need that.
Yeah, Hey, I'm really sorry about the doctor. I'll let Hacksaw know that you're on your way.
Yeah, 10-4, Deets.
Alright, out.
Out. Alright, y'all, let's get our asses moving, you know what I mean?
Scene now changes. The damp streets of the city take the fore once again as the four sinners start moving their way over. You come over to the same location that you had last seen Hacksaw, or excuse me, over to your own headquarters. That place just outside of the pit itself. Zephyr, do you recognize this location at all? Have you ever been outside of the pit?
I think I've been in the area for work. I'm not too familiar with the pit.
Okay. It is completely, of course, run down. Tenements, just where you are, have just stopped, and now it's just run down buildings as opposed to ramshackle shantytowns. But where you are now, standing in front of a secured door, it opens, and a hulking mass of a man, about 6'10", and about twice as wide as the door itself, looks down on you guys. Hey, told me, come on in.
That's your doctor?
Yeah, man, one of the best. Come on in, man.
I hate to see what your bruisers look like.
Hey, I'm right fucking here.
Hacksaw stands off to the side, allowing you four to come in, and with that, a big, meaty hand comes and lays itself down on Killian's shoulder and gives it a squeeze of thanks for those words of confidence. Inside, you can see that already a table has been laid out. Whoever needs to be first, and he's putting away a hacksaw, a literal hacksaw, and several other things, and lays out some new equipment. I had to get some new stuff. The stuff I had been using, I really took a look at, and I don't think that stainless steel should be rusty. I didn't even know that could happen. And I'm not using anything electronic, because a lot of that stuff I found out can also be traced. So I had to spend 2 creds on this. I'm sorry, but it's going to cost just to get us up and going. But if you have the creds, then at least I can secure some additional stuff for you in the future. Any kind of a contribution would really help. Haven, what the hell happened to your... And he comes over, and it's just like...
It's old... No, I'm pretty sure I have tetanus. So, I mean, if you want to use the rusty tools, it's not really going to make a difference. Here, I fish out my last... I think it's probably my last cred. Oh, wait, it wouldn't be an actual coin. It'd be on my thing. Okay,
so... the way that healing essentially works is that if you have an NPC who's going to do it that acts on behalf of a med tech building or something, it's for every credit that you spend, that's how much harm gets healed. So, FYI.
Makes sense.
I turn around real slow and I'm like, hey guys, I bought everybody. Remember when I bought everybody hot dogs? Remember that? Anybody have an extra cred?
Yeah, Killian definitely takes out a cred and tosses it gently over towards Hacksaw. Here, kid, that's for Haven.
Alrighty.
Great.
This should at least take
Thank
care
you.
of this, Haven, if you don't mind. He does a quick scan, and after some mumbling of something that sounds like medicine, is unsure whether or not he's serious or if he still doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. he brings down a new installment on the ceiling and brings it's like a small screen, and he's taking x-ray photos of you. It's broken in 7 places. Hold on for a second. We'll get this all meshed back up. 1 second here. He's doing it, and then like lasers and other things start coming out, and you smell burning skin. And a couple minutes later, he's all right. Try not to talk too much, otherwise I'll have to wire it shut. But the mesh should be okay and should hold. It's going to take a little bit of time.
Okay, thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Just give it about another half an hour of in-game play. And then your monitor comes down to light already, and then your light will be just fine. Okay. A quick little reminder for everyone else: if you guys are taking harm and you don't want to take it harm, you can also take a detriment instead, and that'll give you a -1 to all of your rolls for some period of time. So that's another way of you guys dealing with harm.
Interesting. Cool.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I wish I had known that.
I know.
would have taken all the detriments. Yeah.
So it is something that you can ask for whenever you take damage. You can instead take a detriment. Alrighty. Hacksaw turns his attention to Kode. Show me where it hurts.
Points to his glorious black and blues all over his leg.
Oh, that should be easy. I mean, here. He reaches over and just grabs some ointment.
Mm-hmm. It might not be topical there, Doc.
Oh, all right. I'll scan. That'll be your credit, though.
Have fun.
How many harm do you have? Just one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. Just keep track of your credits, because this is why you guys are going to get work.
I got 2 left.
Oh, fuck.
Left.
Okay. Just remember, everyone here also has a jam. So the jam is in between games, how it is that your character's earning money or earning creds. So just keep that in mind. While he's working on you guys, you can talk. Take it over.
Gotta say, I wasn't expecting this kind of level of medical technology in the locale.
You and me both, kid.
Yeah, this is new to us too. This is like IKEA Elite. You know, that place.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Did you have to put this all together with like a hex key and all that? Yeah.
Well, actually, hold on, Kode. This may hurt a little bit. And he's like rearranging the bones. You can thank Dr. Faustus for this.
Yep. Thanks, Doc.
He left me some instructions. I took a quick nap and I woke up with the instructions in my head. Kind of makes me think that it's still there. And he secured a package that was delivered. That's what all this equipment is up top.
I'm hoping that you remember all of his instructions, especially based on your profession.
Well, so far, I could tell you that you will be okay. It's going to take about a day for the full healing. And I can give it to you in medical jargon if you want, but
no, that's great. That's great.
You're gonna be all right, kiddo. I think that's what he would say.
Yeah, yes, that is exactly what he would say.
Anyway, I'm gonna go back to taking inventory. You guys just take it easy, and I'll be here for a little bit. And he bumbles around and turns sideways and ducks down to fit through a door and goes into a back room where you hear a whole bunch of shit going on.
Is Dietz in this vicinity?
No, he's not.
Okay.
You can reach him on comms though.
Hey, Haven. You noticed that little behavioral shift? Like he seems to like be more like professional aside from the fucking aloofness, but
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really notice too much of a change, but by the way, your leg, that does look really, really nice. And Haven's gonna like kind of poke in a spot that she knows isn't gonna get
nice.
infected.
It's nice. It's nice. It's nice.
Looks good, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is home. Turning to Zephyr. We just kind of, I guess, wait for creds, like opportunities for jobs and stuff, usually from Deeds or Sherry, I guess.
All right. So this is generally where y'all operate out of?
More or less, generally speaking. I mean, we've been kind of using this, holding it down for a bit, you know, Deets' locales and kind of like, you know, centralized and all that. So, you know,
All right.
it beats us going back towards the pit and all that, you know?
Yeah.
Did you need to go anywhere, like to, I don't like,
Oh,
to
yeah, we
finish your job?
Yeah,
or...
we kind of took you out of that spot, like.
Hazer, you know, getting spooked like that, it's going to be a minute before he turns up again, so.
Hey, not
That
for
was-
nothing, kid, this Dr. Hazer guy, right? He's the one that was kind of manifesting his energy throughout different people, right?
Yeah.
Is that
it's-
normally what he does? Like, is that mug that we saw back there usually not Dr. Hazer, or is that like, you know, like the avatar that he likes to kind of possess from time to time before, you know, and jumping?
Well, I had never heard of the jumping thing before.
Oh, so that's new.
Really what I knew about Hazer was that, you know, he was a piece of shit that would kind of take new intakes from the UCU to run. Yeah, I mean, it's how Prodigy can get their stuff out the door cheaper. You know, they're not paying for legitimate testing. They're basically finding anybody with a sort of, you know, propensity or proclivity towards augmentation and burning them out to get their experiments done. Yeah. I ain't never heard of any sort of body hopping like that, though. Yeah. But guarantee you that guy's going to ground.
Does that sound like that body hopping situation? Does that sound like something that is a accessible thing to get, or does that sound like completely out of the ordinary? Steve.
Sorry, I was just
Get out of chat.
I was prepping.
Steve, were you shit posting?
Yeah, I was totally on Twitter, and I just was like, "Oh, fuck this game." Erin, my love, the one person I listen to above everyone else.
That's not true. I was asking,
Yes.
does the body hopping sound like something like as accessible as like the veil kind of thing, like the thing that like Killian does, or does it sound really sus and weird?
It sounds like it's futuristic. The ability to download entire brains or minds or consciousness and etc. are things that do occur, but on a level that is, you know, that's some high-tech shit. If you happen to have a claw like Faustus is, that is pretty much standard tech for this. I mean, we're still dealing with, you know, cars not floating for the most part, you know, fire trucks that you can actually hear. So that is still like, what the fuck? But it sounds like some really high-level corporation shit, and it's not out of the realm of possibility. Having said that, Kode, you leaned back on a, you know, just doing whatever you were doing, and you saw a monitor flick up, and then a printer started going, and lights started flashing, and you can see coming up on the screen. Yeah, it seems like systems just got rebooted. And you see hacks. Oh, hold on, I'm still working on stuff.
Hey,
And-
we're online, y'all.
And you can see
whatever
a
the fuck that really kind of results into.
you see a blinking dot in the message indicator on the screen.
Press the dot, Kode.
I got it.
The screen's not a touchscreen.
Oh, God damn it.
Press space.
I hate y'all. I hate y'all so much.
I wanted
right
to
now.
see if you fell for it. Did he actually touch the screen? I mean,
Yes, I touched the screen.
Yeah, you did.
You've got mail. It comes up and it's,
you still haven't updated from that.
you still see like a series of 5 floppies on the side.
What do you mean?
What did you buy it from? QVC with your old ass? You turn that shit off.
I'm younger than you. Hey.
Hey.
Anyway, you can see it's like from, and then you can see details.
All right, let me click on the details, right?
Is that who it's from?
No, it's a hyper line.
Wait, do you know who sent it? Or are you gonna just download some virus?
Yo,
on this
you know what?
computer?
Fuck y'all. Yo, take this.
I trust you. You can do this, Cody. I trust you. You got this, kid.
He opens it up. He figures out the proper
Pop-ups
syntax.
just come everywhere.
Send this to 10 of your friends.
It's something about a CEO who has been exiled, and he has something like 1.5 billion creds that he needs to secure, and you're the winner.
Nothing's that good, especially to get some fucking anywhere down here near
He's
the pit.
it says here that he's a Mutvian prince.
Yeah, that place doesn't even exist. What type of bullshit is that?
Like 1,000 of those.
What other prompts we got? Cycling to the next one.
Yeah, you honestly do see a whole bunch of things that are just absolute shit, but then a message that does come up, and everyone else also gets it on however they typically receive comms, and it is in fact a message from Details. Hey, it's just coming on. It's just reading. BRB heading to location, New Market, intel on individuals being sold.
Heard.
Individuals.
I'm gonna do the thing where I send it so
Save.
everybody's got it.
No.
I'm gonna star this one.
You do, and you see Clippy come up in the corner asking if you want help.
Oh my god.
Take that motherfucking body slam.
Jesus.
I mean, individuals for sale. I can't think of any group that deserves to be robbed more than slavers.
That's fair. That's fair.
I noticed that especially around these parts, go a little further south, anywhere towards the dead zone, you got levels of human trafficking that I'm sure anybody who lives kind of a comfortable life, they know nothing about, but it's heavy. It's like one in 6, 1 in 7 times, like a day, like at any given moment, some weird statistic. It's too much. It's too much.
It's too much. Yeah.
Whoa.
Is there any more information on this besides that, or Killian's gonna be kind of like scrolling through to see if there's any other message on that particular interface that Deets left?
Yeah, you can see that there's a little postscript note down at the end of it, or actually rather an attachment, and the attachment is just a link, and you recognize it as like a map pin that will appear. So you tap that, and yep, and the map comes up. To the west of the grid, there's a section there known as North Shade.
Shit, it's a GPS coordinate to our North Shade.
Yo, I
that
don't
a-
know nobody out there.
Yeah.
Anybody
Is that
know
a
anybody?
nice area?
What was that?
Is that a nice area?
Hell no. Yo, Zephyr,
Yeah.
you got any prior knowledge to this region of the map? How do you turn it? Well, you turn it.
North Shade. That's by Shade City, right? Or no?
North Shade is a district just outside of the grid.
Okay. No, I don't got much running knowledge of the place. But I mean, what do they got that can stand up to us?
Honestly, right now, it doesn't really matter. I know I got cred to make, got shit to do, gotta go, keep it moving.
It's the locale. That's where Deets says to go. That, if we want the moolah, that's where we gotta head.
Yeah, right now this was just a BRB, just letting you guys know he's not.
So
where
he's
he
handling it
typically is.
himself, huh?
Yeah, well, he's going to try to bump up some of his stuff. But in the meantime, you can use this as a little bit of downtime in order to earn some credits. So let's go across the line. If you guys want, you can tell us what it is that your character does as your jam. How do you earn money? Kode.
So, my jam is generally either working at the bar, which with the syntax, which just got some damage not too long ago because of our friend the simulant causing all types of mayhem. So there may or may not be work available, anywhere between hosting events, being a bar back, security, whatever, what have you, a messenger guy. But other than that, he does transport, kind of like a courier.
Okay. And all right, let me get that down here. Haven.
I operate on a barter system, so I'm perpetually credless. If I do make any creds, it's smuggling like black market stuff, Robin Hood style, from the rich to the poor.
Okay. Anan.
So, Anan would be working mundanely by his government name of Killian Vasquez for a company called Ice Watch Security, which is a white hacker group and cybersecurity. So during that time period, one of the things that Anan, as he's, doing his job, would try to do is try to find some more information on this Dr. Hazer, and knowing that he's the Prodigy head research individual, to see if he can get any more information on that, while at the same time, trying to do some, normal white hat hacking security for the Prodigy Corpo company themselves.
Okay, sounds good.
Obviously, trying to leave little, as he does so, he always tries to leave little back doors for himself. So he tells them oh yeah, all this stuff here is what you would need to look out for the hackers, but he's always leaving a little back door that he knows about, so he could always enter.
Sweet. Okay, cool. And lastly, Zephyr.
Yes. Zephyr works as a bartender in a country western themed chain restaurant.
Do you know the name of it?
His work uniform.
The name of it?
Yeah.
Rib stickers.
What is it?
Rib stickers.
Rib stickers. Okay.
Yeah, it's like Applebee's but with a country western twist.
Oh God. Okay. Oh fuck, that's funny. All right.
I was really just lucky to find somewhere that would let me basically wear this to work.
Okay. All right. So let's go down the line. All right, Kode, as a courier, we're gonna say, your leg is feeling a little bit better. All right, enough for you to be able to get around. The damage is not without its pain, though. So you have a choice. You can earn 2 credits, but have a detriment of -1 until you go, or until some time passes, or you can earn 1 credit with no detriment. Kode?
Probably going to.
Probably what?
He's not sure. He's not sure where to go from here.
Well, okay, so you can earn as a courier 2 credit or 1 credit. If you want to earn your 2 credit, you can be moving around a lot, and that wound that you have that you're still trying to nurse, it's going to give you 1 detriment on all of your rolls until I say otherwise.
That's why I say I don't know. I don't know where to go from here.
It's up to you. Do you want to earn 1 or 2 credits?
I'm gonna earn 1.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna
Cool.
earn 1.
All right. So you earn a single credit. Haven, you are bartering left, right, up, and down. Can you tell me how you would earn a credit when normally? I mean, you do always stand a chance to earn something. Mm-hmm. So in this case, how would you go about doing that?
I'm going to say that after visiting Hal's, there was a little bit of a little boost of not notoriety, recognition.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably got called to do maybe like a drug smuggling thing. And
Oh.
to me, drugs are necessary for certain demographics for survival. So I will do it, no questions asked, and maybe get a cred out of it. I never ask for creds when it's like a need,
Sure.
but sometimes they give them to me.
Okay. No, that's no problem. Your willingness to do it silently is going to earn you 2 creds this point, and
Shit.
you have the potential of earning 3, but that third is going to come with an obligation you're going to owe to someone, and they have the opportunity of calling it in, and you're going to have to do it.
Is it Sherry? Because yes.
It is not Sherry. Unfortunately,
Then no.
it's not Sherry. Okay, all right, so then you'll earn your 2 cred. Ice Watch. You have the opportunity of earning 2. However, that's going to be if you don't spend a lot of time doing other stuff, such as, you're not going to find out too much about Hazer. If you want to earn the 1 cred for the amount of work that you are able to do, then you will also receive more information about Hazer.
I'll take the 1.
Okay, you got it. So you have earned your 1. Hazer has gone off the grid, but not entirely. You're a little bit better than that. You understand that he's pulling some strings behind the scenes. His identity, the very thing that that allows you to track him physically, is off the grid. It's done. People of lesser skill would be completely at a loss. However, you're also studying pattern recognition in how he writes, where things are, looking in local areas, understanding that he can hop fast. You're taking all of that into consideration, and he's in the grid still. It looks like he's moving around towards the perimeter, and in this case, a little bit off to the west. Coincidentally, the area that Dietz is going to is to the west of the grid. Now, if you take a look at the map up on World Anvil, you will see that the grid has a point that goes out. Okay, you'll also see a blue marker there. That blue marker is where Dietz is going. If anybody, meanwhile, I can share the Amanda, can you share the link to the Killian City map? Do you have that? Okay,
I think
cool.
Alex did in chat already.
Oh, cool. Oh, awesome. You guys are fucking fantastic. You'll see like almost like a rounded triangle, little piece going out there to the west. That's where you ended up picking him up. But then the signal remains still almost smack dab in the middle of that. You are also picking up on signatures of some odd things. This is going to, at first, leave it a little bit confusing as to what kind of tech he's using to send this. The protocols are off, and you barely found it, but you did find it. The good news is, if he continues using that, you now know how to identify that it is him, if he continues to use that specific protocol.
Got it.
Zephyr. Rib stickers. Rib stickers. So rib stickers is a busy night. How busy do you want it to be?
I think it gets pretty busy because it's sort of like one of those weird situations where it's like it's in the grid, it's in this like nice little kind of like corporate part. It's almost like you walk in, you're like, really, a rib sticker's here? But hey,
So
people leave their job, they want cheap whiskey at expensive prices. So here we are.
Well, we're going to say in this case, can I have you roll or actually describe to me how Zephyr would keep his wits about him? Does he separate his business self from his personal self, considering that just yesterday or earlier in the day you just got out of that situation?
Yeah, I think it's like fully like when he's here, he's just focused on like not fucking up this, because where else is gonna let him work dressed as a cowboy? But like, it's very much a situation where like he is still doing like his whole thing. He's talking like this. He's tipping his hat to everybody. You know, he's very much playing the Western bartender. And a lot of the other bartenders and servers are like just, you know, teenagers that are like, "Hi, what can I get you? Welcome to Rib Stickers, partner."
Okay. Alrighty. So you have the opportunity to earn 3 credits. Chances are you're going to earn 2, but it all depends upon how hard you want to work for that 3. One of your customers has promised to tip you fairly well if you will also deliver this one little package to someone else who's sitting at another booth. Now let's kick up the stakes. You recognize them as one of the scientists.
What does this package look like? Is it just like in a cardboard box?
Small, the equivalent of a cardboard box, yeah.
Do I see any similarly sized boxes under the bar?
No.
Damn.
No, this thing it looks like it's plasterboard, and it's just, you know, it's like this big. And it has a seal and a thumbprint scanner on the top of it with a band of like a metal band going around it.
You really just want me to bring this over to that table over there?
He looks at you. Unless you are incapable of a simple action that, as I described it, and you see his hand beginning to pull the box back.
I grab it and go, "Well, hey, now let's not be hasty. I can run this over there. Now I got drinks waiting to go that way anyway, and these servers aren't picking them up." So,
okay.
As I'm going, my only cybernetics I have are my arms, which are smart linked.
Okay.
And I'm just like very quickly, like as I like gather up the drinks and this box, gonna like tap a call to Killian really quick.
Hey, Zephyr?
Hey, listen, I don't have long for this. I'm sending you basically all the data that my hands can feel right now on a box that I've gotten from a scientist that I'm delivering to somebody at my restaurant. I'm just like running my hands over it, like any data you could pull from the sensors here. And I'm smart linking the data through the comm over to Killian as I walk over with this thing.
Oh, that's fucking
Hold
awesome.
on. All right, let me try to connect it to yours right now. You're gonna see a feed come up over. Just accept that HUD display that it's gonna be pop over. It's gonna be like an overlay, so I can kind of see what the fuck it is you're looking at, and then we'll try to assess it from there.
Yeah, all right.
Give me a cyber brain. How are you feeling about this?
Kind of cautious because I don't necessarily know what Zephyr's dealing with
right
now. So yeah, very, very like uneasy, like cautious. You know, like. Almost the way that Kode felt when he was answering that email, like not knowing if this, like, wait, is this how I get hacked? You know?
Yeah, give me a scared plus cyber brain.
Okay. Four.
You get the feeling that you're not the only one tapping into it.
Oh.
The box itself is receiving something. How bad did you fail?
So you see what partial fails, what, 7? So 3?
And what do you feel is going to happen right now?
I feel that at this particular moment, whatever is tracking was able to track that I attempted to do it. So like if there's some form of tampering mechanism, like that protocol would have been set off. So like by me trying to even just glance inside to see what it was, if there was some kind of tracker to like know like, hey, you know, it's being tampered with, it would have went off in that moment.
You pick up on something, and it's a signal going out. It has a particular biosignature that matches Zephyr's, and a sig of your veiled presence as well. That information just went to a third party somewhere.
Fuck, kid. Whatever the fuck it is that you just tapped, they just tracked us. Mine's a little, mine's a little fucking cattywampus because, you know, veil and all that shit. But you're a fucking hump right now, man. I hope nobody's trying to track you. Did you just piss somebody off? Why the fuck do they have this kind of tracking tech on a box? Especially this size.
Idea.
Like,
I was just asked to deliver it across the restaurant, honestly.
Zephyr, where is that box in the restaurant right now? You figure you're like 50 feet in between the two booths, if you want, or it could be less.
Yeah, I'm still behind the bar. I was like getting together a tray with the drinks that needed to go over.
Okay.
oh, kid, so wait, this isn't yours?
No, I was offered credit to carry it from one side of rib stickers to the other. Hey,
Well, I'm just gonna let you fucking know right
gargantuan
now.
journey.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let you know right now. Whoever it was that was about to receive this happy birthday surprise might be tracking you as opposed to whoever their target was. So just stay frosty when you're there, kid.
All right.
Keep your head on a swivel.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, then I finished loading up my tray and I bring it over.
Okay. You bring it over and to the intended table, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. You deliver it, and the drinks and everyone there is very pleasant. The person that how do you indicate that the box goes to them?
I think I just kind of like hand out drinks to people as they ordered them, and then whatever drink is going to this person, I hand it to them with two hands and the box, and I go, and this one's from your friend over at the bar, and I kind of nod my head.
And they look over, and you see one person across the table just kind of, thanks. And they reach in and they give you a credit.
Mighty kind of you.
Everyone takes their drinks, and then they resume their conversation about some sort of esports that's going on down in the city. The rest of the evening seems to be okay, and you receive a total of 3 credits.
That was too easy.
Hey, Steve, I actually got a question about
What's
that.
up, man?
In that particular instance, being that I was connected through the veil and I said that I was trying to look through his senses, would I have been able to have seen the face of the individual who he handed the box to?
No, just a signature, and in this case, it was like, hex. So it might as well have been like, FA63, and it's like a long string, but now you do have that string.
I'm gonna save that string, whatever that hex thing is. Okay, cool.
You got it. When you, let me see here, because you are in Ice Watch right now, we're going to also assume that you have all the tools necessary to be able to work on that. Okay. So with that, I'll also give you a nice little bonus. The ID string itself fits a pattern that's the equivalent of like a burner phone. So it's like, you will probably never see that again.
Got it.
Thanks for the follow. So if somebody new follows and it happens to be your turn, we're going to carry this over from the previous campaign. You get the equivalent of advantage on anything on your next roll. That would be for you, Killian.
Excellent.
Yep. So feel free to use that if you want. And thank you so much for the follow. Yay! You contributed to the story.
Thank you for the follow.
A little bit more time passes, unless you guys want to do something else, and the scene can change if you wish it to.
Yeah. I hang up my low quality rib stickers issued cowboy hat and put on my regular cowboy hat.
Oh God! Does it have like a small thin elastic strap that goes under it?
It does, and I wear it diligently. I am a model employee of this restaurant.
Fantastic. Alrighty. Well, everyone manages to come back home. The city is alive. It is pulsing. It is vibrant at night. We're going to say it's about 1 a.m. or so after all the jobs are done and people start filtering back in. For those of you that have come back early, you feel free to tell us what it is that you've done during that time. But for the most part, everyone's now back together, and that's when you get a...
Hey guys, Deets. I'm gonna send you a picture. Hold on, is Cody there?
You're breaking up a bit there, guy. We can't really make out.
Hold on, can you hear me now? No? Alright, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, listen. I'm gonna send over an image. Okay, it's old school image, but take a look at this.
And coming across your comms, you can see it says several names on it, and in between all of those is Dr. Faustus and all of yours.
Oh, what is this the manifest of?
The information for sale.
Is my info on there?
It's something that says Anthony something or another.
Okay.
It's
Great.
in a list of like maybe 300 or so, but he zoomed in on several parts and kind of like took a screen cap, sent it
Hang
out.
on.
Yeah.
So I'm outside right now doing a delivery, and I can do nothing about what I see on this screen right now. All of these lovely people's information in front of me. Think you can handle that? Like, this is bad for, normal business.
Well,
Well,
it depends on what kind of information they have.
I'm taking a look at some of this, and we're talking about birthplaces for some of these people. We're looking at vulnerabilities. We're looking at a bunch of things here. However, a lot of this seems to be... Well, I'm taking a look at one particular one that I just purchased out of personal interest, none of yours. A worker in one of the corporations, and I'm getting the lowdown on every single emotion he's ever experienced while viewing any advertisement.
Wait, on that listing?
Oh yeah.
Is that a live updated listing?
No, it's about, looks to be several days old in some of the more recent ones, others about a month or two.
Is there like a kind of like a day where there's like a snapshot?
No, it's entire databases of information collected for all of these people over the course of 1 week to 17 years.
Years?
17 of them. Yeah, this isn't... I mean, I can send you something, but let me see. Alrighty, here's an example of something. This person experienced some sadness during the time that they had been watching this particular advertisement, and then they list all the advertisements and that person's emotional response to it. And then, hold on, now this is the interesting part. That's the common information shared amongst everyone. I can only imagine that you guys are also listed in here. If there's any kind of a feed in the city that anyone ever tapped into, that's it. This is all targeted advertising and your bodily responses to that. I mean, we all know that they collect information on us as much as they
Yeah,
can.
that's kind of standard.
But,
Hold on.
yeah.
Is Dr. Hazer in there?
Hold on.
A couple of minutes pass.
I see nothing about a hazer in here, no.
Fuck.
Hey, it's try this out. I want you to look at this. So when I was doing some research over there, over with my Icewatch security there, I found this interesting pattern here. So are you familiar with the secure socket layers?
SSL, yeah.
Yeah. So you know how they used to use that back in the days in order to kind of like encrypt things and so on and so forth, kind of give you that certificate that used to be on the back of websites and shit like that? Yeah. Well, it seems as if our boy over there, that's how he's been hiding his patterns and whatnot. He's using this kind of like odd old school tech and off protocols in order to kind of hide himself. I was able to track his patterns and realize that anytime that I saw those old secure socket layers pop up, those old certificates, it's this cat. I'm pretty positive.
He's using that shit? No one uses...
Yeah, man.
That's actually kind of genius because no one ever uses that anymore.
Exactly. Who the fuck uses that?
All right, so he's using signatures. Okay, well, you send me whatever info you have on that, and then I'll do whatever I can over here. We'll call it even.
All right, hold on 1 second here. You should be getting a zip file coming your way.
Got the press
Yep.
file.
There you
Alrighty. So when I get back to my place, I'll put this out there on the net and see if we can capture anything with it, any kind of movement anywhere. I should be able to get that. Thanks to you guys, some of the equipment that we ended up getting, it can search for that kind of anomalies. I thought it was old school stuff that nobody would have any use. Got it for like 1 cred, so not a bad buy.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
In the meantime, this stuff here, there's additional records, particularly with some of the CEOs. And it looks like a pattern is also being recognized. Now, check this out. Over a collection of 1,423 pieces of information about this particular individual, we begin to see a pattern. The pattern is that the more that they witness this particular kind of advertisement, they continue to buy more from that corporation. We expect
Sure.
this. But some of it is being forced. And some of this is in the veil. There's one reference here to someone who only has one piece of data. And that, hold on, let me expand it. Okay, check this out. This piece of data, if I expand it out, there's 225 data points on it, and they're all watching the exact same advertisement.
Like the exact same location?
Yeah, exact same location, exact same advertisement.
All right, who's the lucky winner?
No identity. It's clean. It just says subject A. Now, hold on. There's also a subject B. All right, I got this. Son of a bitch, the location for all of these things, the coordinates are the exact same. Every single one of these. There's 17 different people who have all watched the same advertisement, all for 225 times.
Beats, don't tell me it's a laboratory or a research center.
I don't know where it is yet. The coordinates don't make sense. It says that it's outside of the city.
I have a feeling that I think we know how somebody might be able to jump in folks who have seen certain things.
Yeah, but
How
the
like
real
a
question
brainwash
is,
bridge.
Yeah, but the real question is, what do they have on you guys? I'm gonna check this
Right.
out some more. I just bought a whole bunch of these things, and hopefully that we can use it to blacklist some corporations or something like that, and I can use that in order to get us some additional equipment. But
Heard.
I'm curious. I didn't buy your stuff. I'm not gonna do that without your permission. But as it stands right now, somebody else can do this.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, I want you to get my information. I need to know exactly what they know.
I'll see what I can do. I'll come back to you. I'm out.
Word.
Appreciate your deeds.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, shit. Where do you want to meet up somewhere?
Yeah,
Reconvene?
I mean, I'm in, but I got one more package delivery, and I can head down to y'all. That's what we're doing. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep going to work.
I just finished up my shift, so
A little bit more time passes while you guys collect and all start coming together and what have you. Finally, the information. Kode, do you want to be able to join them again?
Yes.
How much time passes?
It's a regular shift, so anywhere between 4 and 6 hours.
You're working overnight.
Yeah.
Okay. Morning comes. The three of you are been sleeping or doing whatever it is that you need to do. Haven, if you did sleep, then you would have no detriments and no wounds. You would be completely healed.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'll sleep.
All right, sweet. Kode, early morning comes. You have finally arrived. There is a ping on the local computer. Dietz is reaching out in the old school method, not over the comms.
Oh, damn.
You guys answer it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Instantly.
Hey, alright. Jesus. So, none of this information is being stored up in the Veil. It's not being stored on any network. It's all in hard storage devices.
Wait a minute, you mean like
using
old
hard
storage?
storage?
servers?
Yeah, as in like old school, as in it just might as well be a piece of paper. It only exists in one place. It's in lockdown. It's black market. It's not a corporation that has it. They got it from somewhere else. They got it from a corporation. And right
They're doing
now,
that info trade.
yeah, there's only one problem. Much of this stuff that I got, I mean, it was like 5 credits, and I got some, outdated info. That stuff, the 17, that stuff is, I mean, looks like about 2 months old. The stuff on you, and for the majority of other interested parties, is how it was cataloged. That stuff is like 20 credits a piece, and somebody is going to buy it. If anybody finds out that you guys are listed and they need you, we're all humped.
So wait a minute. So we're listed on there as 20 credits a piece each, or as a collective?
No. I haven't picked up anything that ties any of you together. But 20
Okay, so
a
it's
piece.
each.
And that's mainly for interest, for individuals of interest. It could be anybody. It
I
could
know,
be
being
like
that this is all hard storage.
hard
Does that
storage.
mean that once it's purchased, only that one person owns
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
So we all need to buy our own shit.
I mean, we could buy it, but if it's on hard storage, I mean, it's information on us. It basically already belongs to us.
It's 100%
Well,
our
not
property.
quite. The information is stored on devices that are not owned by you, and you're.
Oh no, I'm
essentially-
saying we will steal them.
Yeah, copy that. Cool.
Yours as well?
Yeah.
If we're there.
All right,
Is
let me-
Sherry on there?
Sherry's not one of us.
Sherry's part of the bail.
Hey,
Sorry.
so real quick with this call, what we can do is grab our shit, buy our shit, or maybe shoot our shit, and it'll be gone forever, right?
Yeah.
I'm in. Let's do this quick. I need something to drink though.
Here's the early morning update, though. The people who are running this market, it's a gang.
Which one?
They're not letting themselves be known just yet. Because I don't think that I just got a tip that it's in hard storage somewhere near the location of the auction. These things are supposed to go up for live auction in the next 24. An announcement will be sent out to interested parties. I'm on that list. So I'll receive a notification as to where it's going to be. But then they're going to have to move the info from one place to another. The list that I have,
And he holds up like a piece of paper, and it's like hard. It's hard.
this is the list that was released yesterday. This is the thing that has all of our names on it. And that's the, show interest in it, and then we'll bring the hard. But this whole thing is, we've got all I can tell you is this. There are 29 gentle souls that have been added onto this, and all of their information is about to be sold. And these are 29 innocents. Hold on, they're part of the Potchfad crew? Yeah, they have no record of wrongdoing. These are nice people. But their information is also here.
Be surprised how many people don't have clean records like that. So it'll be kind of a poetic for us to save them any heartache in the future. Yeah.
Well, it's actually they're categorized as a cult. It says here. And then-
Yeah, I've seen their graffiti up on the walls.
Yeah, it's really something. They're really talented. Love to get some of their work one day. Anyway, so you may want to get those 29 too.
Yeah, so there's one or two ways we can do this. Obviously, there's the bid, or wait till somebody makes the bid, watch where that transfer is happening, intercept.
That's what I was thinking.
And the intercept could happen before, like when it's all traveling there, or once a purchase is made. So we can figure out who the interested party is that wants our information, and then get 2-for-1 right there.
It's gonna be Honestly, I wouldn't bother purchasing at 20 creds. That's...
Oh no. We're gonna let them purchase it and then whoop their ass for wanting to buy it and then take our shit.
Anybody that's walking around with that much money, hard money on the streets, we're talking cards. They're not walking around with chips. They're not doing any deals over any kind of, over the wires. This is some old tech, and they're relying on that. So if they're walking around with that much, they're also walking around with bodyguards.
All right, so we could actually process of elimination some of these gangs out. It's not the Neon Scorpions.
No, this is way too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the tall
smart
boys
for them.
that shit.
Yeah. Steve, do we know of any gangs that fit the? Sorry, there's an echo. That fit the description of like old school off grid, but also like not sloppy.
There's some purists out there that have come together. They don't want any kind of cybernetics touching them at all. And in order to deal in this kind of a society, that kind of follows their MO.
I was about to say, is there any kind of like a honed gang, like individuals who are like absolute purists and trying to hone their, skills?
Ooh.
Yes.
Like the opposite of what Killian is.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's you don't have a lot of information on them, but you know for a fact that they exist. Most of them, they flit around the city in virtual shadows because they are just not simply seen by people. They do exist. How they earn their money, no one knows. How they operate, do they commit crimes? No one knows, but they are out there.
And where's this auction taking place? What district?
We're going to get a blip when he gets the information. He said they're going to send it to us. It's one of those deals that when they kind of come up with the spot, they let us know.
Okay.
Yeah, bada bing, bada boom.
So my pops used to run with a crew like that, but I didn't hear too many stories about it. But what I did find in like some of his old journals, y'all don't have that. Everybody's got their vlogs and blogs, but he used to keep journals. And last I remember, you have to have access to this money in order to get it in the first place. So if we're gonna approach them in any capacity, if we don't have some indicator that we are with them or anything like that, we're gonna get targeted real fast. Now, the other option we got probably is my guess is just punching them all in the mouth at the same time and keeping it moving. But we don't have that much firepower. No offense, effort. You with your tricks, so it was crazy, but I don't think that's gonna be enough for a squad like this.
It's more of a one-on-one kind of thing.
Yeah.
Is there a way that one of us could pose as a potential buyer and try to get in that way?
I mean,
Dietz's face is still
got
on
the invitation.
Dietz's face is also still on the monitor, so feel free to ask him questions.
Yeah, this is open to everybody.
We could go on behalf of Dietz, who's already invited as an interested party.
And then we could be his muscle.
That's true.
Yeah.
Dietz, what do you think of that, man?
Considering the list was released, only they know who's bidding on anyone. And anybody that got bid, you would have to be them, and we would need to know who it is that bid.
Judging from this, though, it seems like everybody who was invited, and I hate that I'm saying this out loud, but it sounds like all of them might be purists also.
I saw quite a few with augmentations. I don't think that's the case. And also, don't discount the fact that any real high rollers are sending in proxies. These things are meant to be secure, and they are trusted because of their security. That's what's making this so damn difficult to track. They're not using normal means.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you have to be the person. Now, Killian, if we can find out who it is, I know that you know how to do certain things, but if you're dealing with purists, no matter what you do, your lady in red's not going to help you.
No. Moving through the veil only helps so much, but when it comes to these purists,
Well, there's another option. Perhaps. Maybe. You have the ability to construct a virtual lobby of some kind, right? Or
I
no?
do.
You do? So, fan groups sometimes spring up outside of these things and coordinate actions, coordinate activities, coordinate who is buying what and how many credits each can borrow before they give it out to a proxy. That is one way to do it, perhaps, maybe. Haven, you've been known to search feelings, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If you can get in close proximity, at least then you might be able to pick up on who's most curious about certain things when the names are listed and how much they're going to auction, and be able to read whether or not they are more interested than other parties. And then we can at least get an ID. Perhaps. But even then, once we have all of that, the auction's going to start taking place. We'll only have minutes. But the good news is that they're not going to be locked up anymore. They're going to be with probably some strong arm in a back room somewhere before everything gets delivered at the end of the auction.
Is this manifest like on paper? Is it that old school, or is it like a? Oh.
So the names. So if I'm understanding correctly, indeed, to kind of jump in here if I'm wrong, they're bidding on the name. So let's say they say they want to bid on you, Haven. They're gonna say it out there. What he's kind of saying is we can get a feel as to who may be the most interested. However, when they win said bid, there's going to be an actual hardware trade at some point based off of who gets that name. So we're not necessarily like the auctioneer is not going to be having per se the actual information on us as much as they are going to be the connect between the auction winner and the seller, let's call them. Am I understanding correctly, Deeds?
Yeah. Let me add in something there too. Something I surprisingly know something about in terms of these trades is that you have an instant or a delayed trade, because it's possible they could be like, bet here it is, and because we don't want to have the product here, somewhere else where they pick it up at a later date after they get they're basically buying the location of the stock to pick it up. They could have it there.
Yeah, like they like those old school NFTs.
Oh god damn. You just saying acronyms that are older than me.
Long story.
So you're saying that the manifest was going to be held somewhere else. It's not necessarily at the auction house. So if we could find out where that's at, we could burn that whole fucking building to the ground, because none of them can honestly afford any of us. Correct?
Facts.
Cool. Let's do that. I'm not above arson.
It is one of my top 3 favorite crimes.
Excellent. I knew I liked you, Zephyr.
Arson gets rid of cameras and all that other hokey dokey bullshit that gets me in trouble. So the less people know about me, the better I can go about my day.
Deets, is there a way we can figure out where the manifest is going to be once you have the location of the actual auction?
I have a feeling that, well, the manifest itself is, again, just a list of the things that are going to be auctioned, so people can show up with the amount of money, etc., starting blah, blah, blah. That kind of stuff, I mean, who the hell knows? I can only imagine if the auction is conducted the same way that it was yesterday, the bidder steps off to the side, they then exchange the credits while the auction then continues for the public, and the hardware is then delivered immediately.
The auctioneer, same cat? Always?
I don't know. This is the first one of this group that I've been to.
But they had one yesterday? Yeah, we could go question the auctioneer.
Well, they may know, well, they obviously know who their connect is.
Would that be tipping our hand before our information is sort of out in the open, though? If the auctioneer then goes to the gang and says, hey, I just got strong-armed by these 4 goons.
What if the auctioneer is replaced with somebody else?
Bingo.
Could we be the auction? Can one of us be an auctioneer?
Which is why I was asking. Which is why I was asking.
I can talk pretty quick.
Well, you got one of those voices like one of those old infomercials where they used to kind of sell things at really fast paces.
Like mattresses.
Right, exactly. You get up there and you're saying, all right, we got this one up for sale. We got it for 5 credit. We got it for 5 credit. I see 6. I see 7. I see 7 credit. 6 credit. 7, 8 credit. 8 credit. 9 credit. 10 credit. 10 credit. Sold 11 credit to the man in the red hat. Yeah, it ain't that hard. But again, if this is a gang running this, how do we get, me up there?
And you're gonna have to be a member of that gang. Well, I don't know. I don't even know if the auctioneer is a member of them or not.
Right. That's why I was trying to get the information and see potentially if it was the same person before I was thinking of all that. Because if it was, a consistent thing, then, obviously, that might be something right there. You know what I mean?
Well, our options are looking kind of slim. We need to either figure out where the information is so that we can destroy it there at the source, or we need to take that information as it's moving in transit, or we need to, I don't know, dispatch like several dozen potential buyers after the fact, depending on whose information they bought. That
Haven.
seems a little...
Haven.
What?
Actually, the whole crew here. I think we just got the ABCs of our plans. Plan A, Plan B, and Plan C.
Hold on for 1 second. Yeah, what can I do for... Hold on, guys.
Yo.
Who's that?
Somebody... What?
If I may
let me
submit
see
it...
that.
Wait. Don't be accepting no fucking packages now.
Don't click the link. That's what Cody did.
How much? Here.
I think he just made a sale of some good shit right there. Or purchase, rather.
Oh,
He
I
turns
see
around and
trading
holds up to the
fractionals.
camera, or holds up to his camera, a picture of Cody's mom.
I don't know who that is.
He scrolls up, and he's indicating Cody's address.
All right, take it easy, Code. I know. So, who was that, and how did they have that picture, Deets?
They just came right up to me. They wanted to know if I knew who this was and if I was interested. They're already out of sight. They knew I had interest in this person.
Wait a minute. They knew you had interest in that person before you actually verbally expressed that you had interest in that person, which means that they've already had means to your information.
Cody cut his comms.
They know who I am. Or at least they have... Well, hold on now. Keep something in mind. There's surveillance everywhere, and all of us, including some, were all in one location recently, at that address. This may not be a big mystery. This may be I saw you at this location, I know who lives there, and this person, this information was there. They said that they purchased it for 3 creds. I then gave them 3 creds. So I now have that information.
You got any fractionals? Because that address isn't even listed. They have fucking. It's hosted by what is it? The Haldrafax LLC. They picked it up.
Which is why I'm saying that it was most likely somebody who saw us all there, not over a monitor, not through a camera lens.
Somebody. Where was the last place that we were all physically together that was not inside the apartment?
That was it.
The syntax. Dietz wasn't there though.
I had to have been there, and me and Taylor were in Cody's mom's place.
Were you at house with us?
Me? I was.
Yeah, we were all at house.
We were all at house.
Could also, yeah, but Cody's mom wasn't.
Right, but if they saw you with Cody and they have interest in Cody, or you through Cody to Cody's mom,
They would also have to know about Cody's mom in order for that to work. If this was somebody at Hal's down below, then there's no reason for them to ever know anything about Cody's mom.
Prodigy BioWare.
Prodigy? You
Prodigy
think-
Hazer, Prodigy the BioWare, who has all the shit
Yeah,
they had
but
to put
you
into.
delinked all of that stuff before it was installed.
It's just
The paranoia
Okay,
is fucking creeping me out. But I'm telling you, hold on.
You see him sling a mic just away from his face just for a second, and he has the equivalent of like a camera up, like a smartphone cam, you know, and he's talking to you with that. And you see him like turn off to the side, kind of sit down, rub his temples for a quick second, and he's scanning through a little tablet that has all this information on it.
Okay. All right. This one is showing last known locations. This is as of 1 day ago. And Cody, you here?
He's like looking in the lens. He's like looking at the small screen.
Alrighty. Doesn't say anything about house. It does give it the location and the time, and that's when the surgery took place. So
Alright, that's good.
there are eyes on the streets. This is, I mean, so somebody's desperate, but the good news is I now have it, and supposedly no one else does. Now, question is, if this is the kind of information that we all have. Hey, Cody,
What's good?
what's your sister's name?
Why is... Hold up. I don't have a sister. I have a brother.
I see that.
Did he put in a dummy?
No.
Dummy sin?
No, she's your older sister. Hold on. I have no information on her other than at 5 years old she's off record. How old are you?
26.
She's 31, brother. Or would be. And she disappeared at age 5. I think you had a sister, Cody. I'm sorry.
wait, like had as in he
Yeah.
just was unaware of the fact that they existed, or had as in Faust had?
As in Faust had.
Disappeared at 5, or
Right.
are we saying Faust gone, like dead gone?
Yeah.
The reference is lost on me.
At 5 years old, the record is lost. I can only assume that it's, I mean, I would have to see if I can find information
Assumption.
about that individual.
Hey,
So-
Zephyr, long story short, my mom was working as a corporal wage slave for many, many years to keep us together. And, my pops, he was, out and about doing his thing. But from what I know, I was his firstborn. I never really spoke to her about, anybody she had before. It's not something you ask your moms about, So, it's definitely possible. It'd be weird if she just never told me, though.
If are you saying that information that we had on Mama V was like the manifest? It's coming from the same thing.
100%.
So can we trace that to something? I don't know how we're going to intercept this information. We need some kind of location. Without any kind of location, we're fucked.
Breadcrumbs.
My thing is this,
Yeah.
yeah. So we're gonna have to do this old school ways. Code, you're gonna fucking love this. So pretty much what I was suggesting, and I guess it's because of the world that we live in, and I apologize for not excuse how I say this, but breaking it down a little more. We need to physically follow the motherfucker who buys this and watch where they go, and then beat the brakes off this motherfucker until they dim.
Could I make a slight suggestion that does not end up with us on the sort of business end of high grade professional security services? They are keeping all of this stuff on hard storage, right?
Right.
It is not the kind of sensitive information that these people are going to wait to get their hands on. So we got to assume that they're going to have it ready to deliver upon purchase. If we can cause a scene to make them believe that the security of their auction is compromised, I guarantee you there is going to be some agent that goes to the location that this stuff is being held at. And that's the building we burned down.
I have.
So you're saying smoke them out?
Exactly.
Yo, Dietz. Hold up, Dietz is off comms.
Oh shit.
But so on some real talk though, how about as soon as we have information on anybody, better believe when it comes to doing it on foot, I can find them.
And you may or may not believe this, I am something of a natural showman. If we need a distraction caused or a scene to be raised, I would be happy to oblige.
Well, you got to remember that also, I think that's all of us, because the records may be kept on, hardware like that, old school wise, but the auction is still going to be held in our world. So we can definitely manipulate the surroundings if need be. I could definitely slide through the veil, you know what I mean? Definitely get Sherry involved if they're not too busy, you know what I mean? And kind of take a peek on there, and play a little bit of Overwatch, you know what I mean? In the physical wires, if you know what I mean.
What do you have for us, Dietz?
So, I'm sorry, I was... repeat that? Because I just saw something that...
Good.
You know what? Hold on for 1 second. Guys, look at this.
And he moves his phone, and you can see a billboard up against a building, one of those 20-story tall billboards. And you see somebody's face, their name, you see all of their information. They are being completely doxxed. And then flashing over that, didn't pay ransom. You see where they were born, who their parents are, who their best friends are, what emotions they recently had, the last time that they got caught in a scandal, and everything else. And it's all up on the screen.
Jesus fucking...
Move quick.
This guy was offered last night. Somebody ended up buying. Apparently, people are buying the information, but they're going to use anybody's information. Oh, son of a bitch.
Wait a minute, so they're now waiting to... Wait, so you're saying last night is they were that
Last
separate
night, that
auction.
guy, this guy up there on that fucking billboard, that guy, his name was on the list. His name is on the list.
So they're fucking moving down. They're not waiting for this fucking
No.
auction.
This is the manifest from yesterday's auction.
His info was purchased last night.
His info
They
was
made a
purchased last
ransom
night,
demand overnight. He refused to pay, failed to pay, couldn't pay, whatever.
And now he's completely doxxed.
So literally, that's our time frame that we're looking at. Purchase, ransom, notice, docs.
I almost want to say just fuck it, dox them back. Let's find the people that are in charge of this, get all of their information, and throw them up on the billboard.
That might be
It
it.
does make a fine case for some larceny over arson. If we could get all of that data, we could release what we want and retain what is ours.
Haven, you're not wrong, but the problem is that who purchased? The identities of everything is going to be... I mean, you would have to have been there. There's no cameras allowed, and anybody with any kind of an augmented eye is not permitted in. Everyone is scanned as soon as you walk in. Anything with a lens is not permitted in. Anything with a microphone is not permitted in. Ears are muffled. Everything is... I mean, we're talking... They don't want anybody to find out anything, and that includes who bought it. So, Haven, to your point, who bought that and then is doing that? Or they're in the same...
I was about to say, I understand what you're saying, but is there any way that we could at least trace back what company is connected to this billboard? And
there's got to be purchase records of who purchased the billboard space and what have you. I mean, sure.
Right, because now...
I'll look into that.
Yeah, is there any way that we could see if that billboard was actually hacked into and that's how they had access to that, or if this corpo may actually be somehow tied to this auction in some form or capacity?
Hold on for 1 second. Taylor, I'm patching you in. Go ahead. Taylor, see this billboard? That one. ID it? 253 Alpha? 253 Alpha 75. Got it. What do you need? Activity on it in the last 20. Hold on. Alright, let's see what we get.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna look at the others and say, we could just his information's on the board. We can call this guy and ask who threatened him and just go from there.
That too. When you get the physical with this, I'm gonna stay with Dietz and Tyler and kind of see what the fuck is going on with this, because I know I'm gonna be more used here. If you want, I could stay on comms, but right now, keeping my ass steady right here in front of my fucking my remote space here, because I still have this ice blocker shit up. So maybe I can view some of this with some of the stuff in this office to kind of help them find some of this information.
All right, so we want to get in touch with that fella up on the billboard.
I mean, his fucking information is right there, and I flashed like a phone number in your guys' heads-up display, like in red, like bop, bop, bop. That was literally right on the book. It ain't fucking hard to find them. Like, you want that? You want his address? And I pull it up kind of like sarcastically. You want his date of birth? You want his blood type? You want his semen sample?
I'm already
saying all this shit up here. Like,
I just wanted to make sure that was the plan before we called this fella out of nowhere.
I mean, at this fucking point, I don't think he cares, because he's about 50 feet fucking high. Like, now's the time, my friend.
Yeah.
No purchase records.
Head over there. Fuck it.
Deeds, no purchase
Tap
records.
his number in.
Yeah.
Hold on. Drone. It came in by a drone.
What?
It was hacked. It's the only billboard showing that.
Okay.
So it was hacked. So in other words, whoever bought this fucking billboard doesn't have anything to do with it. This shit was fucking just tampered into. They're putting their feet in, and I'm assuming they have some kind of trace block on there. Taylor, am I right? I mean, we're not dealing with fucking amateurs here, so I'm assuming there's no way for us to ping that back, right?
Hey, Killian. No, it's just showing an open channel of communication. All those billboards are updated wirelessly, and that's what they came in over.
Right, of course.
All right, sweetie. I'll talk to you later. Love you. Talk later. Well,
So we're gonna call this guy. That's the ABCs.
Yeah, I'll
as
dial
Cody
him up.
said. All right.
hold on. You may not have to.
He takes the phone and he shows you the billboard, and you can see a silent news flash coming across.
Fuck.
Doxed person, that guy, just jumped.
Fuck me.
All right. Does
Okay.
make things harder.
Dietz, you're really quick with the cameras. Do you that guy that you just bought Cody's mom's info from? Can you find him on the street cams at all?
I'm not in a place to be able to right now. I'm operating remote.
I mean, information has always been at a commodity within this city, but when was the last time you heard of somebody standing outside a nightclub, seeing something with their eyes, and then coming to make a deal for cash? People are desperate for info, it seems.
Well, information is a different type of resource, so notice you got. That's why I've been able to stay so low, and this causes a problem. You feel me?
Killian, you get a
I get
ping.
what you're saying.
Killian, you get a ping up on your visor. It's the equivalent of a notification bell.
Yep, I mentally activated.
As soon as you do that, you get it just pops up with the same map that you saw with that little red dot that indicated the hazer, and you see a movement.
Hey, I got some movement. That cat that we've been tracking, your buddy there, Zephyr.
Hazer?
Oh yeah, he's Oscar Mike right now. He's fucking moving.
What you see is a network of communications coming out there, all with that same signal. and it just goes out across the city.
Motherfucker. It's the signal that's usually that I thought was just him solo. It's like a beacon. It's like broadcast. Motherfucker.
Guys, your names were just purchased.
Yo, is there an auction going on right now? What the fuck?
Tonight.
We gotta get moving.
That's what I was saying.
Movement's
The
been put-
fucking
a call
purchases,
has been
the
put in
auction.
for it.
I feel it's live. They know if they know your emotions. Do they have an empath fucking working with them? Do they know who needs what, and then they're fucking just actively? They said they know what you need, and they're gonna contact. Was that their means of saying that they contacted you because they knew that you wanted Cody's mom dates? It wasn't necessarily a location that they were gonna send you. It was actually the information about Cody's mom because they knew that you needed.
No.
Oh.
This is the latest of information that goes out to the attendees. It was just basically a quick little thing that just says these have been removed from. They've been removed from, like last night, meaning that they are going up. Any of these names, in other words, here's the way that they do it. You receive the paper of what's there, and then over the course of the next 24 hours, or until the next auction happens, anybody who is going to go up for auction, their name is removed from the list. You still always have this piece of paper, but until they actually have your information in order to send you the latest updates, this piece of paper is useless. It doesn't tell you if it's going up for auction. It doesn't tell you anything other than it was up for auction. Your names are now up for auction. And not Dr. Faustus.
Because Doc is gone.
That person knows Doc is gone. And it's all four of you.
Somebody that already knows that we are associated, all four of us going up at the same time is not a coincidence. I can really only think of one person that would be able to make that connection. And that would be Hazer.
Yeah.
100%.
So we might be able to, sack two shits with one bag here.
Well, if that's
Absolutely.
the case, somebody's going to show up probably tonight's auction. Somebody's going to show up. They're going to buy whoever it is that's bidding on that lot. This is your four names are going to go out on the same lot. Whoever bids on that lot, we need to keep eyes on them.
Mm-hmm.
Once they have it, that's going to be your weak security link. They then have to travel from place to place with that information literally in their hand. Exactly.
Right.
No veil shit. This is real. This is meat space now.
All right. So once we know where we need to go, we're going, and we're gonna follow them.
Yeah.
Yo, Anon, can you backtrack the data? Remember we was talking about that a minute ago. Can you follow the breadcrumb digital trail
Of the auctioneer, you mean?
Yeah.
I'll definitely give it a shot, but I definitely know that their protocols are fucking crazy. So, they're gonna prepare for somebody like me, and if I fuck that up, then that means that I'm gonna set off some kind of alert.
Right.
So,
While
I believe I could attempt it, there's that thread in a needle there is not the kind of shit that we need to do right now. Too fucking risky. You know what I mean?
Cody.
I think the big play here is find out where it is. If anything, I can create some kind of little fanboy lobby, you know what I mean, to maybe have everybody gather. Wait.
He's not. By the way, while you're figuring this out, this is an example, Cody, of their cred. This is a credit from last night. This thing, that's what they're handing. There is no financial record. Unless you can figure out a way in a place with no cameras, no microphones, of discovering who picked up, you're going back to a fingerprint. And if you have an augmented finger, you're lost in that system. It no longer exists. You don't have a fingerprint. So whoever this is the only paper trail. It literally is a paper trail, and even then, it ceases to exist once the credit is handed over.
Hey, Deets, what'd you think about me trying to create a virtual lobby and letting everybody believe that my lobby is in fact a fucking auction that they all have to attend?
I mean, it's possible, but the question is how soon after. There's too many variables. For example, let's say somebody goes in there, purchases the equipment. I saw one guy last night As soon as he got it, this is like one of those old school plug-in drives. As soon as he got that thing, he plugged it into something outside, and boom, the information was sucked off of it.
Wait, he was fucking jacked in, like literally
Oh,
jacked in.
as soon as he stepped outside and jacked it in and uploaded the info.
Oh, guys, this is
But
some
he'll
old
have to
school shit right
he'll
here.
have to step outside because they're not going to let anything with an uplink
Exactly.
into that auction.
Exactly.
So
Dude, you
we
had to see
find
the
it.
goddamn Faraday cage that the auction place was in. Signals are not going in.
Yeah. So it's going to have to be pretty surgical. As soon as our buyer steps out, we need to be on him like flies on shit.
Yes, sir.
Hold on for a second. Go ahead. That wasn't the only billboard. What are you talking about? It was displayed across the city. By about a 2-minute delay, but it went out.
Yeah, we gotta.
What does that mean? What does 2-minute delay mean?
We gotta.
Meaning we're 2 minutes behind. No matter what the fuck we do right now, we're gonna be
No,
2
no,
minutes
no,
behind
no.
the 8 ball.
Now, hold on, Taylor. Tell me, what are you talking about, hon? What I'm saying is, it was a manual hack into a single billboard, and then the feed from that billboard was sent across, synchronized, and then displayed.
Which means that our person was out there physically jacking in the same way that they have to physically jack in obtain that information. There's a fucking actual old school net runner out there. That's what they used to call this type of shit. Going out there with the fucking literally, we used to call it jacking in. Like you had to actually physically, like I still have an old school port, but I had that shit covered up because that's like a fucking tramp stamp nowadays. You know what I mean? Nobody fucking does it that way. You know what I mean?
What's wrong with tramp stamps? I have one.
You still have a USB port.
Never mind.
Oh.
Okay. We need to know where. I just can't unsee Dietz and Taylor having matching like spring break like.
It's totally tribal. 100% tribal tattoo on their lower back. Absolutely.
Dolphins jumping in the middle of the park.
They got it into caucus.
Oh God, I can't.
Fuck.
There's a real Edward Snowden moment here. We're talking about like Cancun '97, Jamaica me crazy. I can't. I'm done. I'm not gonna.
Right, so there's this person actually physically fucking jacking in and doing all these hacks right now. Fuck.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what it seems like.
Can we get cameras from the vicinity of that billboard? See anybody kind of moving away with a purpose?
Absolutely try that, and then
It's already
even
happened,
if they
though.
turn them off on the way, Tyler, you know, what I mean, at least that'll give us a pattern of somebody either overlay like doing like a
Knocking out the feeds.
relay, right?
Yeah.
Knocking out the feeds, so you can actually, you know,
I
get
do
a
that
track-
on my preliminary routes. If I know I'm gonna go
Right.
somewhere, I'll pop up one, I'll pop out another, and then I'll backtrack. So it's segmented. So they
So let's try
can't
to track
me
this
like
scene.
that.
Who's,
We're
trying
gonna
to go
have to,
ghost.
you're gonna have to monitor the feed
Okay.
of 1,000 drones. There's not a way that we can monitor that much. We don't have that many screens. A single drone dips in, programs, or sends the signal to the billboard. Billboard then displays it while the drone is already flying away. The entire exchange, it can't take any more than 30 seconds.
Oh, so we're under the impression that it's actually one of these drones that are hacking in.
Oh, this is definitely a drone that came in.
Too fast to move.
Yep. They
Word.
came in, delivered the signal, or delivered the hack, and then flew away.
All right.
So we got a rogue drone fucking around right now.
No,
We gotta-
it's something. But that signal that came out of that billboard, every 2 minutes those billboards are synchronized. There's your 2-minute window. One billboard gets it, then everything else on that same network will also receive it.
Oh, that's dope. It's like a beacon. It's like, yo, I'm right here.
Right.
Boom, boom.
Exactly,
boom.
which is but like, which is like I was saying, and that's how I'm picking up that relay from fucking your boy there.
Hey,
When the signal that I'm picking up over here on my heads up display, it's actually broadcasting out like a beacon. So he was who I saw. Well, that's the pattern that I recognize that I'm under the impression is him. I'm telling you, it's your boy. He's sending this shit out because that was the same familiar pattern that I just so happened to be fucking looking up. And you know what I mean? And it's like this whole like blockchain. Like once you see the pattern, you know what I mean? Like you fucking recognizing it. It's old school, it's dirty, it's fucking useless anymore. Like I said, nobody uses these kind of patterns anymore. So typically they're overlooked as fucking trash. You know what I mean? It's something like, you know, they used to call it cash back in the day, you know, it's in the fucking background and shit. You wouldn't worry about it, you know what I mean? Sometimes you forget to clear it, it bogs shit up. Anyway. So it was stuck back there. So he's broadcasting shit right now, and fuck. Okay, and if we saw him jumping from Avatar to I'm calling him Avatar. No offense, meat folk, but like from Avatar to Avatar, you know what I mean? Like, who said he can't fucking manifest that same fucking energy into one of the drones?
as much as I would like to go, tear Hazer multiple, new superfluous assholes, I think our kind of priority A number one needs to be that auction.
Oh, it is. The auction is definitely the priority. All I'm saying is I believe he has a direct tie to all of this as far as either the drop off or, setting out these ransom signals.
Makes you wonder why somebody so high up in Prodigy would be doing this. So Prodigy's already got tons of info on people through just their, inbuilt biometrics.
That's why I don't think it is them. I don't think it is him. I think this is a way for them to receive. It's one avenue of receipt of information, but I don't think it's them who's doxing people and putting it up on billboards. I think it's other people that are simply opportunistic.
Is there supposed to be a correlation between the situation that just happened with Cody's mom and this situation with the billboard?
The only coincidence is that somebody saw me there, recognized me from somewhere else, said, hey, this might be of use to you, saw the value in doing a good deed, and then gave it to me. Well, for 3 credits, but they gave it to me. And I know that the listing for that was 3 credits, but they didn't say the name on it.
I mean, I don't want to be the distrustful person here, but the only person that we know that knows all 4 of us are together and saw us at the same time and can fly a drone that isn't Dietz is Sherry.
Yeah, but Sherry was there inside the building, and she was there with us.
Yeah, and I wasn't there at the building.
But she is the one that hooked us up with you.
Yeah, she's the one that told us to find you.
Sherry's part of a movement that I'm a part of. There's not a way. The corporations built her. And when she escaped, she cut all ties, and by that I mean also in meat space. She destroyed lives to become independent. There's not a way that she would have let something like that go. She doesn't even want to talk about it half the time, because the memories that she has in her banks are like... She's just as much at risk as anyone here, and even perhaps more so because she also contains a lot of corporate secrets. I'd be very surprised if it were her.
Can we get some of I don't want to just pull information out of her that she's unwilling to let go of, but why aren't we asking Sherry for corporate secret aid?
Why aren't we? We can. She's all part of she's part of our movement. But it just costs a lot. She's apparatus. She's a part of it. She's just about everything that you can ever possibly want to be, and she doesn't even know how she came into being. And her name isn't on the list, but I did see some other apparati on that list.
All right. So are we doing this auction thing? We're going to this auction. We're following who buys our shit.
I mean, following, jumping, assassinating, robbing, however you want to term it. Yeah, I think that's the necessary move.
I'll keep my eyes open tonight. In the meantime, send you the location as soon as I receive it. But may want to get a head start. I can't imagine that they want to travel streets with a lot of heavy equipment, so chances are it's going to continue to be in the same neighborhood, just west of the grid in North Shade. I sent you out a ping of last night's.
All right.
You got it.
Hold on. Hey, another one.
All right, thank you.
And he shows you the billboard again on cam, and you can see somebody else that got doxxed. But in this case, you see emotions all coming up and dirty little secrets about that person, who it is that they dealt with and slept with, and this, that, and the other thing.
Without, is there like contact information up there as well?
Not on this one.
All right, damn.
Yeah, they're just concentrating on feelings and emotions, and there's a name there, but no contact info. In fact, you do notice that, in a quick little movement of the cam for what you can before you refocus it back on himself, because he's more resigned at this point. You can see, telephone number as a field or whatever it would be. It's not listed, so some records are not complete.
They're getting this from public profile.
Oh, you get that feeling too, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, I do this, you know what I mean? Like, my job sees this kind of shit all the time. There's people like Kode who just don't fucking believe in, like, phones and shit like that, or being connected. So they feel that they're off the grid by not saying shit, not realizing that every time, you walk by one of these billboards, you know what I mean? Even the slightest bit of tech, will get you, or quite frankly, they just hit you off with some kind of, face scan, and then bada bing, bada boom, you're fucked.
Hold on, I'm receiving somebody's trying to contact me by the name of Alex Vixen, but they're not including a message with it if they use the same channel as before. So, you're gonna have to contact me again. Sorry guys, go ahead.
Yeah, no, you're good. That seemed pretty important, you know what I mean?
You're increasing the contacts list. That's all good. But let's get back to the matter at hand now. We gotta go somewhere like now, because we've already had 3 leaks in this fucking phone call. We got shit to do. We gotta go places. We gotta be in the meat space. So I say we'll start with our first spot. Let's fucking go.
Let's go. We're gonna keep it moving, feet on the ground. D, just keep us posted on shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Taylor got a good night's sleep. My head is reeling. I'll have him work on this, and he'll reach out to you. I gotta get some sleep. My brain is simply not functioning right now. I will tell you this much, though. If they find out about us, about me, if they find out about me, we're all humped. They find out about you, we're all... I need sleep.
All right, yeah. Don't worry about all that right now. Yes.
Send us that locale, and we go.
Yep.
We go from there.
Look for Taylor's ping. It'll be later.
Yep.
You got it.
All right, guys. I'll do what I can. Goodbye.
All right. Stay frosty.
And he disconnects and his image disappears. Alex, I don't have Discord open during the streams.
All right. Well, if we're gonna head over in that direction, just be ready. I might need to make a stop to replace a firearm that I may have carelessly tossed to Dr. Hazer in our last confrontation.
Is this like a firearm library where one can borrow firearms for particular jobs?
I was simply going to purchase one.
I forgot I got paid also.
They might do a lending program. I've never inquired.
Like layaway? Do you think there's a layaway program?
I mean, if you're that hard up, I can buy you a gun.
No. I forgot I got paid. I got
in some cities,
back.
there are all these kind of like vending bins that if you need to do a gig, you need a burner, you can actually just do one and then, take your shots and then, you toss the shit to the side. I don't know if the city really has any kind of shit like that. They're not really ain't that good because then you're not going to get yourself that good of, kinetic handgun, but, it'll
they're too light.
Then.
Well, that's Nokia for you. That's what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I used to get that Nextel one, so You know, I guess.
All you gotta do is go next to any of the fucking trash that they forget. Is usually one of the pickup centers off to the right that they forgot about that they haven't refilled. Just fucking send something in there, get your shit and move. Literally all over the city.
Okay.
Fine.
You hear a shifting of weight in the room. You hear a shifting of weight in the room. And it's Hacksaw. He's like waking up and he's standing there in the doorway. If you guys need a gun, why not check out Neon Con?
I'm sorry, Neon Con.
He's a pawn shop owner.
Where is
Pawn shop
this?
could work.
I'm not going there. I don't go over there. You know how many hobos they got out there? All of them teched out, cyber locked, fucking crazy assholes they got just chilling around those areas.
That's not how he earned his reputation, but I understand if you want to think that.
It's fine. It's fine.
I mean, all I got is a particle blade. I feel like I should have I should be a little more beefy.
Yeah, as a fellow member of the Sword Club, having a gun on hand is, mighty nice.
Yeah. Where is this? Pawn shop sounds nice and cheap, nice and affordable.
Well, it's, I mean, it's an emporium in its own right. Where? Hold on, and I will send this to you. And you see him, he's like fiddles around with something up here, and he like presses buttons. You see like you see pictures of little cats come up in your visors. You see like food blogs and other stuff. And you see like medicine 101. Hold on, did we freeze?
No, just
Hold on.
maybe.
Oh no, we're back. He comes up and you see a hold on, what the hell was I just sending you?
Cats.
The location of the pawn shop.
The location, it goes, yeah, right, okay, and ping! You get a nice little ping. It did glitch, thank you. And you get a nice little ping. And you can see it's like maybe a mile away. That's the one I always go to. In fact, that unit up on the ceiling, that's where I got it from.
Oh shit.
You have a pawn shop auto surgeon?
No, it's a auto surgeon that was in a pawn shop.
I fail to see the distinction, but I'll take your word for it as the medical professional in the building.
Well, I do appreciate that. I think Dr. Faustus would have approved.
Would have. Oh, alright. What's the next step? I'm gonna get something to drink. Hold up.
Put it in a to-go bottle. We're gonna go get some guns.
Yeah. The day one of y'all's outrun me is the day I need to retire.
So
You could use that anyways if you want to be parkouring anytime tonight. You need to get a little bit of exercise, work off that bad leg.
Fuck out of here. Come on. I got this thermos. Let's go.
Hey, Cody.
What's good, boss?
I want to show you something.
I want to see something. What you got, Hacksaw?
Is it a picture of a cat with a cast?
Yeah, no. He reaches over.
Sticker.
He reaches.
He got it at the pawn shop.
No.
Used greeting card.
He reaches into a printer and pulls out. It's like we're talking like old dot matrix shit, and it pulls out and just gives it to you.
You gotta fold the edge.
You gotta tear
pull little
it
things
off.
off the sides. And
Yeah.
shit.
You're like, hold on, I'll do this for you right now. 1 second.
Oh, you don't need to take off the edges. Just read what the fuck is.
Oh,
My bad,
I
my
printed
bad.
out. It's from MapQuest here.
Is it
This
the
road
walking
only goes
directions?
east and west. Why does it say north and south on here? I don't understand. What the fuck?
Hell is a map quest?
It sounds like
You don't know
it-
what- you don't
trust
know what
me,
math
it's an
quest is?
adventure.
Why don't you ask Jeeves it?
Jeeves knows.
There is a universe where Ask Jeeves took off and Google didn't, and we would be Ask Jeevesing things.
We'd be Jeevesing things. Yeah. It'd be
That's
very
Killian
Jeevesy.
City.
Alrighty, where are you guys going?
Yes, we're going to
Yes.
the pawn shop.
Okay, cool. Alrighty.
I'm gonna need you to do all of the lines from Pawn Stars.
I don't know them. I don't.
Best I could do was 1 credit.
Oh yeah.
I got a guy. Let me call a guy for that.
So I have a
okay.
friend, and he's gonna take a look at this. Fuck. Yeah. Alrighty. So you guys end up traveling about the mile or so. However, you're also a little bit on the hungry side. You now have credits and stuff like that. You're passing by some food stops.
I gotta save that for.
I can't afford
yeah.
shit.
I can't afford food. I'm gonna starve.
Today I'm gonna go a little hungry. It'll be my motivation.
The last thing we need is to be tracked by that H guy, if you know what I mean.
I'll take that detriment.
Okay, you don't need that just yet. That's fine. Yeah, you're not taking that kind of harm. I mean, if anything, your body might actually start recouping from eating all the synthetic food. All right, so you guys are traveling about a mile or so in order to get there. When you arrive, the building itself is alone in the middle. Okay, so it's in the median of a street, and it's maybe 20 feet wide and like 40 feet long. And you can see on the other side there's like a newsstand that takes up some of the additional room. But here, you walk up to it. It is nondescript. There are no signs at all. It's just a door with a like a bright yellow light behind some kind of frosted plastic, just shining down on the area. And you can see like one person in a heavy trench coat now coming out and holding like a watch or something like that. And he taps something and you can see like a little holograph showing, and they go and then taps it again, disappears, and he starts walking off.
All right, so yeah.
Yeah, shall we?
Happy shit.
I step
Yeah.
in.
And you guys go in. Okay. When you go in, it's actually fairly quiet. The street sounds are still out there, always reminding you that Killian City is impervious from isolation. When you get in there, you can see a thin man. He's got some glasses on the edge of his nose, and he's looking up. Hello, how can I help you?
Ladies first.
Guns. Your gun section.
Of course. One moment. This way. He walks around the counter, down to the end of it, hits a button on the side after a thumbprint, and a whole, like a one of those roll-away doors. It goes up, and here you can see like neon lights just start flickering on, and old fluorescent bulbs then highlight all the various wares up on the wall.
Beautiful.
Was there something in particular you are looking for?
I tend to get kind of close and personal, so something quiet.
Something small?
But yeah.
Are you looking for something mechanical or energy?
Oh, I didn't realize it was that kind of pawn shop. We're dealing with an old school job, so let's keep it old school with mechanical.
We don't say jobs in this place.
Hobbies.
What is your budget?
2 cred.
I can give you something that will do damage to a nice little piece of meat. He takes it off and he hands it over, and it looks like it's some kind of like a souped-up handgun. And you see some modicum of a scope on it. The lens itself is apparently just recently replaced. The lens on the scope. It's a slug thrower, to be sure, but I can guarantee that these wares do work. Needless to say, it is not currently loaded.
Is that a scope an add-on, or is that factory?
No, it's not factory. That particular model never came with one. The previous owner made the necessary addition.
Well, that's an unnecessary addition for me. Could I trade that out for some ammo?
It comes with. I can sell you the ammunition in addition to.
Well, I only have 2 cred, so...
Well, I'm sure that with the additional purchase of further goods of quality, that I can assist in you getting some of that ammunition.
Yo, Haven.
I was.
Are you getting swindled?
No. This gentleman wouldn't do that to a lady.
I bet.
I mean, I was already planning to make a purchase for myself as well. Nay. I mean, I have always been partial to guns of a sort of heavier frame.
If you are looking for something with a greater deal of accuracy, you perhaps are looking for this. However, this particular model, if I may, he cracks it and the stock immediately disconnects or unlocks and then disconnects and then reveals like a smaller stock that was contained within the larger one. There's also one other thing that I can show you about this. He takes a long barrel. It's a single barrel. Takes the barrel and squeezes in and pulls back out, and that then comes out.
I believe I was misunderstood. I'm also in the market for a handgun. Just I prefer an all metal construction, if possible.
This one, sir, has an entirely metal construction. It just so happens to have a longer optional barrel, if you wish, as well as a longer optional stock, thereby converting it into a rifle. However, I understand that this is not necessary, and he puts it back together, that this is not necessarily what you are looking for.
Yeah, I'm in a similar boat. I tend to be fairly close.
Well, then
I'm usually I'm a range shooter, 10 to 15, usually.
I understand. Then, if I may, he takes a black box out from underneath the counter. This piece is quite old, if you don't mind. And
that is fairly, certainly my aesthetic.
He pulls out a 6-shooter with pearl handle.
Ah, beautiful. How much are you looking for it?
This particular piece, due to its antiquity, is going to go for 4 creds. Of course, a box of ammunition would come with that.
It is nice.
Is there a particular budget that we are dealing with?
I was really only looking to spend 3.
Well, I'm sure that adjustments can be made to any price depending upon the amount of goods that are sold.
I mean, I guess I'll get something too if it helps.
Oh. Come forward, sir, and I'm sure that I can find something for you.
Hey.
He grabs a Snickers.
Puts it on the counter.
That'll be 5 credits.
Pack of gum.
Killian slides a Snapple apple right next to it.
One moment. He reaches down and picks up, those old school milk crates?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pulls out and you can hear bottles clanking in it. And he pulls one out. It's a Sobe.
Oh, it's the white ones.
Oh my god.
You see the lizard?
20 creds it is. Drive a hard bargain, Chumley.
Hey, boss. All right, so everybody's getting these things for whatever it is they're about to do. How about I get something that'll help me repent? It'll keep me safe.
What kind of safety are you looking to be insured?
Preventing from as much damage from a slug as possible.
Sir, we do not sell dexterity here, but I do believe I understand what you're asking for.
Yeah.
He reaches down and hands over what appears to be a very large, opaque test tube with a slightly tapered end to it, more like a cone that had been attached. He slides it across. This will assist you. It'll keep your heart going, even if your body can no longer maintain it.
Now, there's no special tech that goes into my bloodstream and none of that shit.
There is
going
no
on there, is there?
tech. No, this is epinephrine.
Yep, I'm in.
Those are each 2 credits. However, all things together, I'm sure that we can work out a deal. Of course, if you also happen to have something that you would like to offer me in exchange for credits.
Oh, I do actually. Yo, hold up. I gotta go get it though. Yo,
He takes the crate, puts it back down behind the counter, and
I'll be
takes
right back.
items.
I'll be right back. And Anon's just gonna sprint out.
Okay.
Parkour.
It's like off of the cage, off of the door, off of the wall. Okay, you go back out. He doesn't even see you because you use parkour.
Yep, I'm gonna go run to my stash and pick up the extra medical supplies that we no longer needed
Sure.
from before. I'm gonna bring those back, but I'll let
So
Eric
that
handle
you're
this
talking
shit.
like a 2-mile hike round trip?
Yep, fuck it. I can physically do that in 15 minutes. So
Okay. You while you're running, you hear,
Cody, can you hear me?
I'm moving. Why are you talking to me right now?
Because your heart rate is elevated. And,
That's it comes from running, guy.
well, yeah, I just want to make sure that you're healthy.
Yep, I'm good.
Do you need something?
Sure do. More cred.
How much?
7.
Hold on, I'll meet you halfway.
Oh my god.
you
Stop for a second.
you get,
Sobe's gonna feel so nice.
yeah. So,
Oh, yeah.
Are you still? Oh, good. You're standing still. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
it's like 5 minutes of silence, and then you hear, and you see this little 4-wheeler remote truck come over to you, and there's a little tiny lockbox in the back.
Thanks. Is this the? Oh yeah, this is the thumbprint. Right? And he pops it open. Oh.
Yeah, and you can see
Great.
a stack of 10 credits in there.
Oh my god. I'll leave the 3. I'll leave the 3 because I did say 7.
Hey, no. That's for me to buy stuff.
What? Say again?
That's for me. That's for me to buy stuff. You take the 3 credits. That's extra. All right, and I need new scalpels. You know what a scalpel is?
Yes. Yeah. I got it.
Okay, make sure it comes in a sealed box.
Yep.
Okay,
Hey,
it can't be used.
Not used at all.
Not
Heard.
used. All right. If he offers you used ones, make sure you get the 25 for 1.
Got it. Got the bundle. 25 bundle. Heard.
Okay,
All right.
and then we'll just sterilize. I have a big lighter, so that'll. All right, so go ahead.
Out. Close this up.
And you come back to the store.
Eric, you do your purchase if need be while during all this nonsense.
This guy, Eric, turns around and goes, "Who, you talking to me?"
Yeah, bro. Get your shit out my way. I got places
I
to
gotta
be.
go. So you get back into the store. Ding, the little bell. You come back in. Yep. Yes.
Two of the things that she was gonna sell me before,
Yes.
and I need a bundle of scalpels, fresh if you got them.
He puts the crate down. He
Yep.
grabs. How many of these would you like, sir?
The two. Here's four creds for.
The two, and you would like the beverages as well?
Yes.
Beverages as well.
Yes.
2, 4. I will. Well, do you have anything for me in particular?
Yes, I do. It is en route. I'll get that moving. Do you need collateral? Like,
Well, it depends on what you are. If you are trying to secure credits, I offer that as a service as well. This is a pawn shop.
I do. And he's going to write down on the piece of paper the lot number for the medical supplies. Specifically those two extra heart pumps that he no longer needs for his mom's because he was going to replace it, but he got those
takes
instead.
a look. If you can secure these items and bring them to me, I will give you premium price. I have a friend who would be able to verify their working order.
It's all right there, boss. Like, that's what I got. That's what I remember. I can have it to you. I can actually have it delivered in my absence, but it's just not right now, not in this moment.
Well, promises are very all well and good in social circles. However, I'm not a very social person. I'm sure you
That's
understand. If you are able to bring these here now, this is how I do business, then I'll be more than happy to. If these two are what you say they are, and they are in non-traceable working order, then you can have everything I have shown you, plus have a credit.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna step outside for 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Are you sure? Your heart rate is up again. You sound very excited.
Yo, I need you to do me a thing.
Okay.
All right. There's a drop point. I think it's like the 7th story of Building 5. If you go from my house, Building 5 is up the road.
Building 5, 7,
Yep.
6, 7. Okay.
7th floor. 7th floor.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, it's not a story. I thought somebody was. Okay.
No, in there. You remember those medical things that we got? I need you to send the drone to my location as soon as possible. It'll pick It'll pick what's in that spot. It'll pick what's in the drop, and bring it to me at my location. Can you do that?
What am I getting?
Send your drone to get my stuff.
Oh, that's okay.
Yes. Yeah. I'm not saying it over the line.
Yeah, that's all right. By the way, your picture looks very nice up on the billboard. Hold on, I'll send the drone. And we'll see you guys next week.
I just want to know what the Sobe tastes like.
Pina colada. Come on now, everybody knows.
Are you gonna do the if you like pina coladas as the outro?
Potchfat raising us with 29 people before. Thank you so much for that.
Thanks, Pot.
Seriously, my God, man, that was fucking awesome, dude. Thank you, brother. Oh my God. So we need. I know, bro. The Sobe, right? We need the Sobe. See, Amanda, would you be so kind, love? Can you give Potch a shout, please?
Oh, I already did it.
Oh,
Sorry.
Erin did. No, that's fantastic. It's Potch is just sending us love all over the place. Each and every single one of you. Star, I thank you, man. I just love having you two here, and everyone else that came on in. If you guys are still watching with part of Potch's crew, what we end up doing now is we talk really quick about the characters' beliefs, whether or not their beliefs were challenged, tested, resolved, or what have you. We then issue some experience points, and then right here we're then going to go into a go into the after party, which you'll also be able to listen to on our Discord server, so we can have that as well. Yeah, you guys are absolutely fucking amazing. And by the way, I absolutely love it. The chat players, I don't know if you guys realize this, the chat was also like Donald was, Alex of course was as well. They were tossing shit out there. That it was one billboard that suddenly turned into 1,000. You can thank Donald for that. That Cody's mom's got doxxed. That's Alex.
God.
You can thank Alex for that. So yeah. So they were just
I always keep chat up. It's my anti-bullying window to make sure nobody's making fun of me.
Oh, dude. Oh, you're fine. No one's making fun of you. No one has ever made fun of anyone here. In fact,
Except me. I make fun of everything.
You're your own bully.
You are.
I'm the Resident Evil chatter.
All right, really quick. Yeah, no one's right. Posh is just like the characters everyone did was on point. So you guys, thank you so much for that, Posh. Alrighty, guys, really quick. We're going to go over your characters. Please talk about if they had been tested, challenged, or resolved, or what have you, and then we get to issue experience points based on that. And for those of you who don't know, Powered by the Apocalypse, in particular this supplement, the Veil, every 5 experience points they get to cash those in for something big and wonderful. So with that, Cody, we'll start off with Cody. What do we have? What were your beliefs, man?
Let me give me a second. Let me jump back to them. So
yeah, no problem. If you need time, that's not a problem. Who else is?
I do.
Okay, Eric.
So I believe this one was already resolved, but it's of course the big corpo should respect the common man's privacy. That was just like literally like prime time, literally in 4K, like everywhere in 50 feet increments. Yeah, that was a rough one.
That was, I would say, that belief was tested. And can you state that belief tested. Nice, loud, and proud for everyone so we got that?
That big corpo should respect the common man's privacy.
Yeah, I would say that was definitely...
yeah, that's my number one belief.
Completely fucking verified. And yeah, that remains a nice, strong belief for you to have.
Yeah.
Was there anything that had been tested or challenged? I would say that was validated.
No, because like the other ones is based off of like one's perception of reality. So that's really the big one, though.
Perception of reality. Let's talk about the black market. That was pure meat space, no tech, and your character thrives in a world of tech. Is there any aspect of that belief that might be hit on?
What, the whole meat space?
Read your belief about one's
reality should be up to themselves if it harms no one.
Okay, I misunderstood. All right,
yeah,
I got you.
So so like those other ones is because like that's why he's very much into like augmented realities and shaping your own destiny, which is why it was hard for him to like accept death of like Faustus. So the big one was the corpo one.
Dude, with so many billboards doing that, I'm gonna say that this is something that is, it's gone from belief. Obviously, it was knowledge. It wasn't even a belief, right? This thing was absolute 100% knowledge. I'm gonna say it helped steel you in that, and in the future, holding on to that is gonna provide a little bit more fuel to your fire. I'll give you 2 XP for that.
Right.
I'm good now.
Yeah, all right. Dude, what do you got?
All right, of the 3, the only thing that was probably a challenge was I have a responsibility to my monkey sphere.
Yep.
And the information getting out about us becoming a priority to what I was doing that week is definitely among the my beliefs being challenged.
How was
the other 2 very less so?
How was it challenged? Meaning, it's like if your belief is that you have to take care of your friends, your monkey sphere, wasn't that kind of reinforced?
Oh, it was more reinforced. My apologies.
Okay, alrighty. In what way? Like, how does that help you steal your beliefs in it? I mean, because the danger being presented to them right now is still nebulous. We don't exactly know what it is. Give me a little bit more info.
Getting doxxed in Sim City is terrible. That's something that you could get. Anybody who has information about your name comes up anywhere, that's an opportunity to get ransomed, because that means somebody gives a fuck about you to be human trafficked, like we were talking about earlier. Yep. So the fact that his mom's is up, the fact that their names are up, the fact that his name is up, whoever who holds them, all of us, in a responsibility, has to pay or prevent any of these people from going to harm. People are going to be like, yo, who's that? Oh, you know what? Maybe I could get some cred off of, holding a gun to their head in an alley.
So, what are you willing to do? I love where you're going with this. What is Kode willing to do now to maintain the safety of his monkey sphere? Knowing the kind of danger that's now possible.
And all of these hard drives, if he has confirmation that their information is in any spot, if he doesn't know who's in there, that place is on fire.
Would you be willing to get an augmentation to save your monkey sphere?
No.
I respect that.
No. Absolutely not.
You get 2 XP. All right.
Yeah.
What does Haven have for tonight?
I actually think one was properly challenged, and that was, I still have to come up with my third because it was resolved last time. Okay. The one for today is the only way to overcome the oppressive state is to burn it all down. And I was really into the idea of just committing straight arson with that manifest. But we had to kind of like work around that and come up with alternate ways.
Yeah.
Instead of that. So
as opposed to that impulsive drive to just say fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that was one.
I definitely agree. You had to go against. No, crazy. It's what Hacksaw said was you look good up on a billboard. So we'll find out next week what that means. But yeah, that you weren't able to do that, and that you agreed to another method. Yeah, I would say. Well, guys, chime in here. What do you think? What are some good cases here?
5 XP. Thanks, guys.
25 XP each. I mean, I didn't think we took arson completely off the table.
No, I don't think it's ever.
Oh no, I thought we were going to travel to do some arson. I'm still in that mindset. Like, I thought we were just getting guns, finding the person, and burning the fucker to the ground. Like I thought that was that was plan C.
Yeah. I was about to say we had
A, B, and C,
and we were trying to get them done. Like intercept who's going to auctions.
Already get the guns, beat their asses,
and burn the whole fucking thing down.
I feel so validated.
Well, all right, bunch of sycophants. All right, Erin, go ahead. Get your 2 XP. So this is the way I see it is that this is a belief that has been challenged. You now understand that there are other ways to do it other than burning everything to the ground, even though that's plan C. Alrighty. And of course we now have our new member, Zephyr.
Zephyr.
So my 3 beliefs are just because we live in an honorless city doesn't mean we can sink to that level. Sparking a fire ain't enough. We need to stick around and see the city burn. And threats are pointless. Take action or don't.
And is there one that you would like to address? Because I can see tie-ins to just about every single one of these.
I mean, Zephyr was pretty much throughout the whole like planning of the of the mind of like, we need to do this, we need to go, we need to take action like now. But I mean, since we've already established that fire is cool and allowed, like sparking a fire ain't enough, you know. But I think seeing this sort of interconnectivity between the black market and Hazer and anything like that really has reinforced Zephyr's belief that like this city needs more than like 4 jumped up weirdos to like cause a scene and then get killed. It needs like a group of people that are going to stick around and like turn it to ash.
This is I like that he's starting to think ahead of that, and that it's not just 4 individuals, that it has to be part of a much larger movement. Did that change any of his beliefs that he has, solidify them?
I think it just no, I don't think it changed anything. I think it solidified his belief that like there needs to be like a concerted long-term effort towards this.
Okay. All right. That's pretty fucking dope. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, dude, Eric, I just opened up Discord and now I'm seeing messages. Eric, I now see what you had.
I didn't even realize that until you made the comment to Alex. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, nah, bro. Yeah, I didn't have that
good.
open. All right, we'll take a look at that in a little bit. Amanda, do you have the ability, by the way, to kick up the after party? Oh, no, I can do that. Okay, cool. Hold on for 1 second. Let me start this. This is going to be after. Whoops. Got the music going. Hold on. This is Kill City Sinners. And there we go. Alrighty. So just to keep in mind, anybody that's coming into Discord that wants to, you can now. However, if you are in there, do not have your Twitch audio up, and then we'll be able to all chat. Players, you can stay here. You don't need to be a part of it because you'll be able to hear. But in the meantime, we are now going to switch over to the after party. Anybody that needs to leave, by all means, go ahead. And Amanda, are you going to stick around for this? No? Okay. Amanda, have a fantastic night. We'll see you later.
Bye, Amanda.
Bye-bye, honey.
Goodbye.
Bye, Mike.
Should I leave
And
now or wait till it transitions off of?
no, well, yep, there you go. So hold on for a second. Yeah, let me just turn off. Let me do the camera thing. 1 second. Burp, burp, burp. Get my camera up. Is this correct? I think that, hey, that's my studio. And, oh, you know what it is? It's the, yeah, hold on. That's my face. Get this, deactivate that, do this, hold on. And, come on, you. I'm like Kode when it comes to tech. There we go.
Dr. Faustus again.
Hey, what happened over here? There we are. Alrighty, we are back. Whew. Okay, cool. There we are.
Goodbye.
So, I'll see you around, Mike. Thank you so much, man. Oh, okay, that was brief. So, you guys, I wanted to try this on a slightly different level. Yeah, do the thing, then the other thing, etc. Let me get Donald in here if they want to talk. Anybody should be able to hear. Let me just make sure. Donald.
Yes.
Hey. Let me see. Erin, say something.
This is me saying something.
Donald, are you able to hear Erin saying something?
Yes, I am.
Oh, fantastic.
Holy
Okay.
shit. We figured it out.
I
boys.
know. It's
Hooray.
amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Donald, thoughts on tonight?
It was a lot of fun.
And are you well?
I liked all the. Yeah, I have really bad allergies.
Oh, buddy.
It's pretty bad this year. So.
Oh no, dude. Okay. Are you all right? Do you have meds for that or something?
Yeah, I'm on a daily Claritin. It's just I'm out in California, so we got massive rain this year, and so everything's blooming, and it's just
fuck.
my allergies is just kind of heinous. So
I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. I really, really am.
Drink a Sobe.
Yeah, drink the Sobe. Donald, any thoughts on tonight?
as I say, it was a lot of fun. I liked everyone, all the interactions, and I liked, me and Alex, being able to throw some things in chat, and you Steve being able to kind of take it and run with it. It was a lot of fun.
That was, yeah, you bastard. You're like, no, it's not just up on one billboard. It's on 1 million of them.
Well, I figure once it's in the system, it's got to propagate, right?
You're a son of a bitch. I was like, God damn it. Let's see here. Potchfad would like to let you know that try 1 tablespoon of local honey, not just store-bought. That comes from other places. So he's recommending, Dr. Potch says 1 tablespoon of local honey a day. It might help with localized allergies.
Thanks, Potch. I will give that a try.
There you go. So, Erin, Eric, and Kev, thanks so much for hanging out tonight. Adventure's gone in a slightly different way. We see here Kill City can work against people always, but tonight things got a little bit personal. what do your characters actually fear? And is there anything in your characters' backgrounds that we may end up finding out about due to this?
This is Cody's worst nightmare. Like, in terms of, like, from what he's done in terms of sins, this is probably what he's, like, most worried about, and that's his face being publicized for any reason outside of being a courier in a certain area or working at the syntax. Like, this is the worst thing ever. So he's like, as soon as you were like, he's up on the board, I was just like, well, there we go. That's it.
It's do you think that it's already purchased, done deal, and you've just been doxxed?
He thinks so, yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, we're gonna find out exactly what that's about.
Also, he has a sister.
Yep. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild. Mama V, I know it's been a minute. He's got the younger brother who's the wage slave, the corporal wage slave, and the sister you didn't know about, the older sister. But yeah, this is bad.
Okay. Is there anything on Haven's side that can really do damage?
I think the only thing that gave her pause was, I think it was you, Eric, that asked if there was an empath working on their payroll.
Mm-hmm.
And in my head, in Haven's head, I don't know of any empaths who are necessarily like completely, she's a little apathetic, but empaths who are just like not good people. I think that she knows that empaths it's hard to be an empath. So in her head, I don't think she wants to believe that there is a negative situation where an empath would be the culprit of harm when they are harmed themselves a lot.
What if the information included you visiting and your locations of every single food bank you've ever been to?
Yeah, I mean, that also, but that's not good, like all that stuff. But I think the feelings thing was like really like every single emotion. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah. That's really bad. So there are other people at risk in your case. So it's not just the emotions. It's really bad. It could be a lot more than that. Anon. What does Anon stand to lose or gain from this?
Just like vital secrets about himself, working in the industry that he's in. One of the biggest things that he's tried to do is try to weed in the information to allow to remain the information that he wanted about himself, and to remove information about himself that he did not want to still have out there, because he's very much in the whole, like, shape and create your reality. So that means I can shape and create myself how I want in the eyes, just in case I were to get doxxed. But now seeing just how deep the doxing goes, he's concerned, like, wait a minute, so was this before I did this? Meaning you had this, because of just how old the information, especially like the beacon is coming. It's like, fuck, it's that old. Like, that's even more recent than something like Killian would have originally assumed. Yeah. And then that going in with that like tidbit of information that I tried to message you at that time, which was like the playbook that he's playing into, like if that information kind of came out in that instance, that would be a very weird moment to kind of go like, oh, by the way, yeah, then there's that about me.
Yeah, I'm reading that right now, and got that. Okay, I see that. Yeah, that okay.
Because that's a part of his past that he's it's not like this dangerous thing, but like the least people that know the better. Because he, especially in this type of world, for this particular type of instance, because of the way that they work and the whole sense of that. So like if they, like that's why he goes under Anon. You know what I mean? Like
there's it presents a real challenge to him because of what you wrote. However, now here's a challenge I have to give you guys as players: information that is doxable. So part of the fun of play for me is always, striving to fail, because that always tells a better story. So Haven has to create a. Oh, did we lose Haven? No. Oh, no. No, you're there.
No, I'm here. Bronson was hungry, so I'm just answering his question.
Gotcha. Okay, of course. Yeah, little kid always takes precedence. Kevin, this is going to apply to Kode as well. Like things that are really, really bad to get out. Now, they don't have to be deadly. I'm not asking you guys to like kill you off your characters. Just some interesting tidbits that are going to help with conversation and character development. But also, we're going to be touching on emotions in the upcoming things, because that's what the Veil is all about. It's about the emotions, not only that you experience through the world, but also with each other. So those things are going to start happening as well. Inner desires might have been captured through the purchase of a particular item, or expressed to someone, or even to yourself as walking down the street, but some microphone somewhere picked you up. I mean, it's really, really horrific stuff. So yeah, it does not have to be deadly, but just make it interesting, and that's the challenge that I present to you guys. As far as Hazer goes, is he your BBEG, or is this a?
Oh, absolutely not. Not for me, at least.
I don't think he's a BBEG as much as he's a tool of the BBEG. So he's either like the program, the quite literal program, like he's like, I don't want to call him the apparatus because he's not a machine,
right?
But like he's that energy, whatever that old energy is, that's cycling, or not even old. You said it's a super future tech. He's that new. He's the ass Jeeves. He's that new tech going out there and doing all that. So I just think that.
And Donald is adding on to that and saying, Hazer is a lieutenant or a sub boss of the BBEG. And
I don't even think that he's an entity as more as a construct.
Oh, really? Okay,
yeah,
all right.
Like he's like, I don't want to keep tying this to like Avondale, you know what I mean, or like Untimely Heroes, but like he's more like it. But like the analogy to me is like he's more like the power cube inside the syndicate machine. Like he's the power source. Is this Dr. He says we're calling him, but that because my big thing right now as a non is that signal. Because I was like, okay, that signals him, so obviously this is how I'm tracking him.
Yep.
And then I see the signal moving, so I was like, okay, so it has movement, and then it's like broadcasting that exact same time. I was like, oh wait, so that.
Well, the signal itself is communications. Remember, it was a, as you put it, it was a signature to communications, not a physical body moving. So it went from here to there, and then went. Poof. So that should be a clue, and I do want to clarify that because it was meant as such. Yeah, it originated in one point, went to one point, and then was broadcast out.
Got it. Okay.
Heard. Right. We have a spoiler chat thing. You guys can also chat in here. Anybody who's watching this, if you have questions, comments, anything, by all means, say something. Crazy is saying we need to find the power sauce. The power sauce.
Applesauce.
The apple. Where? God damn it, crazy. Where is the? Oh man, where's the? Oh, there's the spoiler chat. Okay, Alex is saying Hazer is an evolved virus turned AI.
Ooh, I like that.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
That's a good one.
Pretty sick. Potch, by the way, is also tossing out there that you can now buy Sobe, or you can still buy Sobe in select stores.
That's
just so y'all should know.
I actually sent the
dropped a Rite Aid link earlier.
I dropped that hyperlink on one, and I got that juice.
Oh, God.
Alex modified it and said, hold on. Oh, wow. There's a couple statements here. Let me go down the list. Donald from earlier tonight, or actually from just a little while ago. Hal's Burger Maniacs originated from a preferred customer rewards program. And the group morphed into its own entity that helps coordinate when and where Hal's Burger chain pops up and guards the chain from external threats and helps keep it moving to new locations. It's fucking fan. It's fan driven. That's awesome.
I love it. Do they have punch cards? Where you like
Absolutely not.
punch
Your
it
10th, on your 10th one, you get like a free Sobe.
Yeah.
Get free Sobe. Shit. Alex saying
Also,
yeah.
oh, go ahead.
No. Again.
I just wanted to give recognition where it's due. That fucking Mutvia Prince scam was so funny. Well done, Eric. That was so funny.
That was actually good. I'm a prince from Mutvia, and I have lost my kingdom.
And I love you.
And I love you.
I have 10 bloodstones.
Let's see. Okay. So yeah, Hazer is an evolved virus that turned AI. He gains sentience and jumps between anyone with a cyber brain or neural hardware. That is so scary and fucked up. Like, how do you do that? Like, oh man, how do you combat that? Let's see. Oh, hey, we just got raided again. High Shelf Collective.
Hey.
Hello. Hey guys. They raid us with a party of 3, so welcome. We are just about to end our stream. This is the after party, which is the conversation that the game guy and the players then hold to discuss the game with you guys. So welcome and joining us. Oh, Canadian Moose 93. Hello.
Great name.
It is. I actually like that, Canadian Moose 93. I've seen, man. I used to go. Pika. I used to go canoeing in was it like, I want to say it was the Allagash River in Maine. And Jesus Christ, when you think you see a moose, dude, those things are huge.
The size of trucks.
I had no appreciation of it. I'm from New York. I know nothing about mooses. But when you see one on a distant shore and you and your depth perception is screwed up because you've been going for 48 hours without sleep, you don't even realize that, oh, the moose is very far away. Or excuse me, the moose is very close because of its size. It's very, very close. No, that fucker was far away and then started coming after me. And when I realized how large this thing, Jesus Christ, they're absolutely huge. Anyway,
Please,
hi,
Steve. The plural of moose is meese.
it's meese,
Get
and
it-
we all know that.
Get it
It's
together.
mooses. It's mooses. I tell you, it's mooses. It has been said that the Canadian moose are the superior moose. I would agree. Yeah, the plural of moose is moose. That just fucks with my head. Well, Sobe locations are fucking with mine now. Posh, thank you very much. And it is Mises. Why am I not surprised, says Star, that my husband would spend 30 minutes looking for Sobe on the internet instead of saving his wife from the cat in heat that will not leave her alone? Gotta love personal problems that crop up here on the net. That's particular. All right, guys, where do you see the are you waiting for more information in the next game? What are the things that that would help you to make any determination of action?
I don't know. I kind of think it's kind of like I really like where our head's at right now as to how to kind of do this.
Okay.
Like I kind of feel like, you know, chaos aside, that we're on the right track of like, yeah, like we got to track down this auction, we got to find this buyer, and at that point they're going to lead us to where we need to go. You know, like they're going to have that hard, you know, item, especially at least for me, watching how Dietz' transaction went, you know, live.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was, you know, it happened, he got this, he made the sale, he had the item in hand. You know, so it's like, okay, so it's that quick and easy. Well, not that quick for that transaction to occur. So
it's in Untimely Heroes. There was some of the conversations that we've had during the after party really assisted me in trying to craft stories that are a little bit better for you guys. Mm-hmm. And so I really have to give credit to you guys because I'm trying to develop something using those comments from the past and supplying it, making it easy, making it clear, not overly complex, blah blah blah. That seems to be working so awesome. If you guys are new and you've never seen me run a game before, I babble like with oodles of detail, and it's just not necessary. So keep it simple, stupid. That's what I have to keep telling myself. Erin, Haven, with all of the stuff going on, as pretty much a Oh God! Why can't I think of it when somebody doesn't
Empath?
necessarily feel? Well, that's the odd thing. That's the hypocrisy almost. Is that she is an empath, but she's also she's almost like
Apathetic.
yeah, she's really apathetic. How does Haven? Is there any kind of a notion that when this information goes out there, that the threat that anybody's information can now be doxed on 20-story tall billboards, it's going to be a city filled with anxiety? How?
Oh, yeah, definitely. That I think. Well, I think in that case, everything will just be one color, which is nice. If everyone's all feeling the same feeling, it's not going to be too much of that heat map kind of situation. But I see what you're saying with, yeah, it's going to be definitely like an influx of feeling. But yeah, you're right. That is a thing that she definitely would be feeling.
Yeah, it could be really, really bad. Oh, Kevin sent me out something. Okay. Kevin,
Yep.
thank you. I appreciate that.
Yep.
This is going to be good. Donald, do you have anything?
Nope, nothing.
Local honey.
Uh,
Tablespoon local honey.
Tablespoon of local honey. That's what I need.
Okay. All right, guys, we're gonna bang out of here for the night. I'd love to be able to raid. Normally, I go over to Potch if he's around, but Potch, you're here. You're not here to raid.
We could do ADH Adventures is 15 minutes into their stream.
Oh, really? Oh, and they are live. Hold on.
Yep,
ADHA
they're
Adventures.
playing.
Oh, they're playing D&D.
D&D, yeah.
Oh, that's totally cool. All right, Avatar Legends. Hold on. No, they're on the D&D channel. Avatar Legends, Dragon Hunting Part 3, and ADHD, an ADH Adventure. Oh, that's fucking.
Yeah.
I love that. An ADH Adventure one shot with Good Grief George. They currently have 12 viewers. They've been going for like 15 minutes, exactly what Erin said. We're going to send you over to them because they look absolutely awesome. So let me get this going right now. And
They have a great logo.
yeah, they really do, actually. It's pretty cool. They are hyper-focused on fantasy.
I love it.
All right. The raid is going to start going right after the credits. We'll send you guys over there. Have an amazing night. Stay adorkable. Please take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Love. No other reason to do it any other way. We'll see you guys later. Have a fantastic one.
Bye.